happening for all us right now, to be honest, baby. Just in the sense of where we're going as the human race or this universe or however people want to put it. The vibrational frequency is definitely it's inevitable to be like, oh nah, yeah, I know everybody feel it. You know what I mean? There's no way you can't. You know what I mean? So
Shay. I
I'm
think
definitely
that's real. And I think that like right now is definitely the time for everybody to focus on your ascension, and everything else is just getting ready to be a distraction right now, because it is getting ready to turn up a notch because of the energy and the particles that's just back right now. And I'm gonna talk about that a little bit in the discussion, what they're talking about, a PCA event and all of this type of stuff. But I'm gonna just put it all together for everybody. So I think when I explain it and when I go to these videos, like everybody are really over and understand, because I was, just meditating on this and trying to think of how to bring it to the tribe, because, the solar system is our system.
definitely.
So what they showing you is really you. That
Mm.
might sound crazy, but it's the truth. And like when you realize that it is you, that you are the one that's projecting its reality. Let's just put it there.
Uh, yeah,
Then
that's
that's
beautiful.
when,
Yeah.
right, that's when your perceptions of this reality change. And that's what how I'm gonna start this off. And then I'm gonna go into some of the posts that we made this week. Um, did anybody get a chance to watch Bro Sanchez's video?
I
I didn't
did.
get a chance.
Yes.
No.
Powerful. Yes.
Peace, everybody. Peace.
I didn't.
Anybody that got a chance to watch it, you got any thoughts on it or opinions?
What was the video basically about, if you don't mind me asking? Because I
So
didn't watch
this
it.
video, it was, let me go to it. Let me share my screen. Hold on. I'm gonna stop sharing me so I can show y'all my screen. Now, I think I had it pinned up here somewhere. Can y'all see my screen?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I see it.
So this right here was a video where he was talking about the technology, the Tesla technology, and different like forms of cosmology and stuff like that. And I got into this discussion before, and what I wanted everybody to do was to watch this so we could discuss it, because if everybody ain't watched it, it ain't no need for me to discuss it, because the level that I'm finna get on is gonna build on what he's saying. So if you ain't got the foundation there, it ain't gonna help you. So what I'll do is I'm gonna wait and I'll discuss this next week, and I'll try to pin this again one more time and see if everybody will watch it. If they don't, next week I'm gonna just get into it, and it might just be over people's head, because in spirituality or in metaphysics, you got to have a basic foundation. You know what I'm saying? And I think
Yes.
everything he's saying, understand, some of he has his own viewpoints. You understand? But that's what all of us, we all as teachers or students, we all got our own viewpoints. That's not the point. But the information that he's giving is information that's real, that you can build off of. And so that's a good video to watch right there, because I'm going to build off of that video next week instead of this week, because I want people to watch that before I do that lecture. Because if you ain't watched this, like what I'm saying is going to be totally out there, kind of. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to have a foundation. I just want to make sure, and some people might already be there, but I just want to make sure everybody is at least on a certain level before we go to talking about advanced metaphysics, dimensional planes, toroidal planes, and CERN and all of this type of stuff. So, and portal technology. So we're going to let that, I'm going to sit that there for now. So, and other stuff this week, tribe. Y'all know that the Schuman been going crazy, right?
Yes, definitely. Everywhere.
Yeah, it's been
It's
booming.
everywhere, y'all. Like
Everywhere.
consecutive hours of it too, y'all. Like the particles that's coming from all of these planetary bodies that's around us right now is really um getting ready to amplify our genetics. So I would say, is it just me or am I getting some feedback? Somebody need to mute.
That was me, mommy. Sorry, I'm muting it.
Okay, no worries, no worries, no worries. You cool, you cool, you cool. Come back on uh when you have something that everybody can say, yeah, it's an open discussion. It's cool. Um, what was I saying? So the Schumann resonance, you guys, that's something that they kind of are not really talking about, but you don't really need to know or see the scale because the Schumann resonance is in you. Whenever you starting to feel them palpitations, whenever you starting to feel achy, all of that type of stuff, or different things, sometimes that's probably got to do with the Schumann and how it's affecting you. So, I would say in these times, because the Schumann resonance is really tied with your heart rate, your immunology, and your nervous system, right? So you know that those three things. So we talking about nervous system, we talking about endocrine system, those two main systems right there. So hormones, which is what just emotions in chemical form, over and understand, or signals in chemical form. And then you got your what was I saying? Your nervous system. And the nervous system, understand, is what's getting ready to be most affected because those uh particles, understand, like your nervous system operates off something called thresholds. So it's like an action potentials, okay? And action potentials kind of look like a sine wave. It go low and then it go high. And once you reach that action potential, the energy jump real high and then it go back low. It's kind of like a gate. And so with these new excited particles that we get from the Schumann resonance, over and understand, what melanated beings has is we got the melanin. So the melanin gonna work in concert with your nervous system, and it's gonna cause you to be able to process information quicker, process data quicker. You might be able to move quicker. You understand what I'm saying? Like it's gonna do a lot of stuff. You understand? Because you kind of link to it. You understand what I'm saying? And the nervous system and the immune system is linked. You understand what I'm saying? Like all of these systems all are linked to each other. They kind of show you them separate. You understand, to help you understand them. But over and understand, everything feeds off of everything else. They're really not separate, but they call them separate because they don't enter and understand what they really are. So just understand these particles, as they bombard our earth, you're going to start feeling different things, especially with your vagus nerve and stuff like that. I would say if you're having a lot of insomnia and stuff like that, try bird song or something like that to help stimulate your vagus nerve so you can go to sleep. You understand what I'm saying? But you just have to give your body enough time to adjust. I've been doing a lot of yoga. I don't know about any, but like to release the energy, because y'all got to think about it. The reason why you up at night is because you got so much energy, because those planetary bodies are really in orbit at night with that real high UV right now. And so is that neutrino energy that's coming through them portals. So you really at night, it's a good time to be up because you could get a lot of downloads and stuff. But if you're trying to sleep and you having that insomnia period right now and you want to sleep, try some yoga, try some bird song or something to dissipate it. If you find being up and that's your creative spin, go for it. You understand what I'm saying? So any thoughts on that before we move forward? Anybody been having any kind of insomnia or symptoms this week? dealing with this new radiation that's back.
Yeah.
Shit.
Definitely. The palpitations, though, I didn't even think of that because I thought it was, I was having some chai, and I was like, I think this chai has too much caffeine. I'm gonna stop drinking it because I would sit and it won't be palpitations like the regular palpitation. It's just
Mm-hmm.
something moving up in my chest, and it felt
Mm-hmm.
different, and I didn't make the connection at all.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
And
definitely. I decided to drink passion flower extract for that aspect with going through the insomnia processes
mm-hmm.
because I understand and overstand the frequencies that we're going to be meeting, and and we all know what's going on. Just in the sense of that's why we're in these discussions and these chats because the levels that it's just gotten to is outside of the norm. But with the process of anything, you have to be able to execute in that sense. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's what
Mm-hmm.
I use passion flower aspect, man, and it's amazing for me. So that was just a suggestion for you guys. Also, if anybody do or still have a problem with it, you know what I mean?
Definitely. Whatever it is, throw it in the chat if you can, so people could look it up and do a little research on what you're saying. I know it's a lot of different things you can do. You understand what I'm saying for that. But as long as you're just trying to dissipate the energy in a good way, you understand what I'm saying? Like, because insomnia can go two ways. You understand what I'm saying? Sometimes insomnia is okay. Like, if you got something you got to do, you understand, you get downloads or something like that, or you understand you dealing with the spirit realm. Sometimes you could be up 72 hours straight. That's fine. That's something different. You understand when you're going through a real spiritual thing and it keep you up. That's something else. But like just not being able to sleep and needing to understand, that's a frequency attack. So kind of, sort of, maybe. So it could be two things. It could be you getting hit with the neutrino energy. It could be that and the palpitations. Understand that. But if you in the city, you gotta also remember they fucking with these towers, y'all. I know for fact because my org defense been like kicking them. So that's another thing that we got to be on the lookout for too is tower frequency attacks. You understand what I'm saying? Because right now they fucking with those amplitudes and shit because they fucking with this technology they got in them people. And they also trying to throw off you from the energy that's coming in and this Schuman resonance. Like they trying to counteract your internal satellites, enter and overstand. You got internal satellites in you in the form of metals that go around your cells, okay, and send them signals, send them energy, which is forms of data, okay? That's what causes our awakening. That's what causes us to vibrate higher. And
Facts,
these
facts.
motherfuckers got these towers and they hitting your internal satellites right now with them. So your body fighting two ways. You enter and understand what I'm saying? So the more that you can get from around all of this Wi-Fi, all of this shit like this, the better off you gonna be. Because that could be what's hitting your heart too. I ain't even finna flag. You understand? Because 5G is linked to heart. It's linked to your vagus nerve. And as they increase this frequency, it's gonna start hitting that vagus nerve too. Because remember, they trying to fuck you up so you can't. You understand? So watch it. Get what is it, it's all kind of stuff you could wear, stuff you could put in your house, sugar. You got all kind of EMF absorbing plants, snake plants, stuff like that. Like right now, I'll show y'all my screen, so I'll share because y'all know I like to share. So y'all know I'm in here moving my daughter in or whatever. So I went and I bought all of these like little aloe veras and stuff. And so what I'm doing right now is I'm teaching my grandson roots, different roots, right? Because that's the easiest one to start out with. So y'all see I got like all of this aloe vera right here, all of these different strains. Y'all, that aloe vera absorbs, hold on. This aloe vera, I know y'all couldn't see, but this aloe vera actually absorbs EMF radiation. So I just bought a bunch of little ones. Y'all, they cheap as hell. Like you could spend $6 on Amazon and then go buy you some pots. Start putting stuff like that in your windows and stuff. You understand? Like you gotta get some nature on your side right now. If you
Okay.
ban from nature in the urban, you're gonna have to bring nature to you right now to help you.
Yeah.
You know where I'm going with that, Tribe?
Facts,
Yeah.
facts. That's the whole cosmic source, you know? Yes,
You gotta
sir.
feed. You got to be able to feed. You got to be able to connect with nature in this time. They're gonna do everything they can to ban you from nature because not only is we taking in the cosmic radiation, but the plants taking it in too, and we can harmonize with those and they can heal us. You understand what I'm saying? Like for real talk. So man, get as much nature around you as you can. If you can, if you're in an area where it's not a lot of nature, bring the nature to you. Trust me, you will feel better. You understand what I'm saying? Because they're trying to fuck you up right now. Like they're trying to take your frequency from nature because right now what you feeling is the natural radiation of the cosmos. Think about it. Like you feeding off of that. It's changing your genetics and stuff like that. You're a cosmic being. So they gotta hit you with that inorganic shit. You understand what I'm saying? And all of that stuff to try to throw your cycle off. So all you just got to do is just counteract that. You understand? Because nature already got all the codes to block all of that stuff. You just got to remember what parts of nature that we used to use. You understand what I'm saying? To do stuff with. But hell yeah, get you some stuff, man. Get you some stuff. All right, so let's move forward because it was some more posts that I wanted to get to. Okay, thank you for that passion flower extract. So here I was for this week. Let's see where I want to start this. So I already talked about the bird song to y'all, right? So now right here, I made this post right here and I thought it was interesting. So I'm gonna play this with the elder talking about. And then did anybody get a chance to watch this already?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I'm gonna play it so everybody can watch it, and then we just discuss this because I think it's deep what he's saying.
Let me simplify something, and if you want to hate me for it, it doesn't matter. I don't give a damn about none of the religions. Ain't none of them worth shit. Okay? Now let me prove it to you. The only thing religion has ever done successfully is divide people. Don't take my word. Look at it your damn self if you can tell yourself the truth. Okay? Religion divides people. There ain't but one God. All of these motherfuckers are serving the same God. Okay? There ain't but one God. Okay? Called by many names. And can't none of these religious motherfuckers get along. Pay attention, goddammit. That's why you got all these different fucking churches, different races, and then in the black community, you got different collections of people claiming they serving God. There ain't but one God. Now let me quote scripture, since that's all. Folks, why use scripture since you don't believe in religion? I said, because it's the only thing my people think they know. Okay? Think about this. Okay? If God is our Father, okay? Scripture says, I must be about my Father's business. If you look out the window and you see your Father in a life and death struggle, and God is in a life and death struggle, if you look out the window and see your Father in a life and death struggle, what are you going to do? You're going to go out there
and help him out.
Exactly, okay? As I look through this world, because Scripture says I must be about my Father's business. As I look through this world, I see Satan's children working full-time plus for their daddy. We the children of the Most High are either on vacation or a long ass break with no intentions of bringing our punk asses back to work.
Or furlough. I gotta.
Everybody relax and let the elder finish, man.
Okay, and then Garfield's coming in. Elder Bill. Bill, Elder. Let's bring Garfield in next. For Elder Bill.
He know, I know what I know.
Bill.
So as I was saying, We, the children of the Most High, are either on vacation or a long break with no intentions of bringing our punk asses back to work. See what I'm saying? As I said, earn your right to breathe. God wakes you up every day. See what I'm saying? Cat told me, he said, New World, I can't live the righteous life, man. It's hard. I said, I ain't got nothing you ain't got. Okay? You and me are the same. The only difference in us is choices. You choose to be a goddamn fool. I choose to live a righteous life. And that's all I'm saying.
Powerful.
In a number of choices in the 21st century, in 2017, I'm hoping that we will come into the simple knowledge that the 1 stands for knowledge, the 7 stands for God. To know God is to know yourself. Introduce you to you in 2017 and change this world for the better. Not for me, not for your worthless ass, but for these babies. So now,
Shay. Whew. Dang, that was 2017. Where was I at? Any thoughts on that, Charlie?
I need to show that to my elders because he broke it down. A lot of them, I don't know if they'll change, but that video, you know what I'm saying, it's broken down a certain kind of way to make you think.
Yeah, it does. And you know what was deep about this is that he talking about a righteous life. And I'm like, you know, when I really listened to this and I thought about it, and he right, to know God is to know yourself. That's the truth. Like, if you want to know anything about the universe, the cosmos, the great mother, all you got to do is sit down and study yourself, because it's all you. You understand? Like, I've really been getting that download and really been just, you understand, overstanding now my records of Akash just from that, just discovering myself and different processes about myself or unlock a code. And I'm like, okay, that's how that worked. Okay, that's how that portal opened. Like, for real, y'all, it's real and it's not a game. You understand? Like, I know, you know, I've come on here before and I'm like, go within, go within, go within. And I say that, and I know people probably hear that, you understand, but don't register it. But that's the only way, like, I'm for real right now, that you're going to be able to get it, because that's what was the key to my ascension. You understand what I'm saying? It wasn't trying to live my life for nobody else. It wasn't listening to nobody lecture every day. Man, it was really just sitting down with myself and getting into my mode of creation. You understand? So I started doing shit I like to do. And understand, when you do stuff you like to do, you are becoming a creator God. You becoming a creator being. You are the reflection of the all when you're in that mode. And that's how everything come to you. But when you focus, when I was focused on everything else in my life, like obtaining all of the shit, the titles, the material, and everything, don't get me wrong, I lived a okay life, but I still was missing. You understand what I'm saying? I was missing me, but didn't even realize. You pulling in all the different parts, all of this data, because you ain't pulling in the right data. Do you understand what I'm saying? So you feel like you need this, you need that, you need this type of car now because you done got that. You understand? Like, it's just the illusion of the matrix, because it have you reaching outside of yourself for every fucking thing. And it's so simple when you really realize that ain't none of that, no book nobody ever wrote or nothing, gonna take you as far as sitting down in the dark with yourself and studying yourself or opening up your own creativity.
I say,
So I don't know. Elder New World, though, I like him. He has a lot of nice stuff, that, you know, nice posts and stuff. Is he still here with us? He's still lecturing and stuff. Do anybody know? I have to see, because I know he's not in New York anymore. I know he left New York. but I don't know what happened after that. Very beautiful post. I've been like debating, y'all. Like, I don't know about anybody else, but social media done went to the cesspools of hell. I'm sorry, y'all. I just got to say it. I can't hardly take being on social media no more. I done tried my best, but it's getting really, real tough right now. Man, it's just so much stuff on there. And Donnell, you on the line. What the fuck is going on in NYC? Like, is they just putting out the most low vibrational shit that they can about that place, or is it really going down like that?
See, it's in certain parts. It's in certain parts because like I said, I'm in the Bronx and I'm
Mm-hmm.
and I'm further in the Bronx. I'm like the last stop, so I'm away from all that stuff that y'all be hearing about and stuff. All that happens down in the city in Manhattan. Um,
Mm-hmm.
you know. And then as far as like with the social media stuff, yeah, I feel like they feeding that because even in my threads, I'd be like, yeah, that happened. Even with the 11 days of so-called darkness
Rain,
in New York,
darkness. Yeah, the 11
like
days of dreariness, right?
right, like I maybe in New York, maybe in New York because they had a lot of clouds out, but I swear, like every single time I came out and I was like doing my thing, my libations. The sun came out on me, on my part.
Yeah.
So like I wasn't feeling what everybody else was feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I felt
Ashe.
that
but I
same
was get, but
thing.
I was getting like what you were saying with the um like the frequent like the Verizon wasn't working for us even uh like it just wasn't working like they were sending us like letting us know like something was wrong with the service but it
Yeah.
wasn't working.
I'm telling you, I think our org defense was just crashing that shit because they were trying to hit us with something they weren't supposed to hit us with.
But see also too I'm thinking like all right, if the sun and we the reflection of the sun, I'm thinking also we are giving off flares too.
Yep. That was what I was going to talk about with the Bro Sanchez video. That's why I want everybody to watch that.
I
Mm,
think true as well because, like Donnell was saying, I'm in Jersey and I had to see on the news that we didn't have sun for 9 days. I sit in a certain window and I work from home, and he shines on me every single day. I'm like, what are y'all talking about? There was no sunshine. Like, I would have
Mm-hmm.
noticed that. I sit in, you know what I mean? I sit in a certain corner and it literally beams on me right through that window every day. And the news told me that there was no sun for 9 days. And I said to myself, well, then whoever it's not shining on better be careful then.
right,
Exactly.
right.
Whoever's not
Exactly.
getting it is on them.
I'm trying to tell you, if you a child of Ra, they can't put no clouds over you, bruh. You can call on the sun anytime because because you are the sun and the sun is you.
Right.
It's amazing when you just like,
I'm trying to like, I'm for
and they
real, like,
confirm it. Like, that was a
yes,
confirmation to me. And I'm just like, wow.
man, they
You know, it's
tell you that it's
crazy,
coming from you, tribe. Mm, go ahead.
no, I was just saying it's crazy because like y'all know how to bust them clouds open, but it ain't no book to teach you how to do it.
Just make
You
you an
gotta be
oracle.
connected.
Facts.
Mm-hmm.
Just make an Oregon and bust that bitch. We was doing that all last summer.
And
I
then you become
remember,
the
hey, look,
orgone.
when I made one outside, it started raining in one spot. I'm like, oh yeah, yeah, we tapped in.
Yeah, you could get you some simple Dollar Tree stuff and bust the hell, man. They were
Look,
so mad at me up in Atlanta. I used to be busting them motherfucking clouds with that damn little Dollar Tree face and some rocks and some nails.
You know what, Empress? And maybe that's why the sun shone too on my house, because like a year ago when you were showing us how to make them,
I made
Mhm.
like I have one in every window of my house.
Yup.
So maybe that's why the sun shone on me on the 9 days it wasn't for everybody else in
I'm
Jersey.
trying to told you.
But I
Wait, so
do. They've
it
been
was
in my
9 days
windows.
of darkness.
Yeah.
How long
It
ago
was
was that?
it was 11 days.
It
11 days
was
of no
supposed to
sun.
11. Yeah, 11 days of no sun up there. That's
You
what
would
they
see it
said.
come up in the mornings, like you would see it on the horizon. You would see everything would be orange, and then whatever it is would just block it out, and you would see different colors, like a pale green or a pale blue, and it would look like the sun is setting, but it would be
Mm.
like 11 o'clock in the morning. So,
How long?
and you would
What?
see
How
that
long ago
all
was it?
day
But see, like
until.
over here, the moon is setting before the sun because every morning I see the moon or whatever they or if that's the moon, but it's I mean literally be out white, and I'm like, why is this over my head first before the sun?
It's a lot going on. I've been questioning that moon too, tribe, but I ain't gonna say nothing.
But there's nothing they could do because we have green, like we have flowers, like we have green grass. I was just in the park yesterday. There's green grass. It's midwinter,
Oh,
and we
see,
have green
too.
grass.
Yo,
We
it's over.
have buds on the trees, so they could block it all they want.
Right.
Nature is telling me that it's still a go because
It's still
we,
going.
it's
Yeah.
still a go because you could block all
Those
you want.
particles they can't
The
stop
trees are
it.
responding.
Stop it.
Yeah,
They can
the
only
birds
stop a
are out.
sign or try to shatter it, but that's those particles are still coming down.
Facts.
Look, look,
Ain't
so I watched
nothing
the
gonna stop that. Ain't nothing. And they know it. That's why I'm like, bruh, why y'all even playing with us? Because ain't no clouds or nothing gonna stop that type of it. You can't stop it. It's still gonna permeate. Like, I don't understand. Like, and maybe it's because they inorganic is just dumb as fuck. But you really gonna think that you spraying some shit that's gonna reflect? I mean, who do these people think they is? I'm y'all. Let me just shut up.
Trying to buy
I
time,
mean, you
but the
think you
time
gonna
is done
stop
already. So
God
I don't know. You know,
like a
They
motherfucker
are
crazy
trying
if
to
it
buy
ain't me.
time. They are. You know, I was getting, and I don't know if this is for y'all too, but are y'all getting like crazy deals sent to you, like just like even like here, like I already got the vision. I know I'm leaving New York, and I know how, but
Hmm.
it's like it's like because I used to be in a promoting world and everything, so but it's like all these type of deals now is like coming my way, but trying to keep
yes.
me in New York though.
Yeah, they trying to
Look.
pull us in, bro. I feel you.
So like I be driving across the tolls, right? And recently, like the last couple of times I done drove by, and I act like I ain't got no change. They'll just let me go by. And you know what I'm saying? Just to add on to
Man,
that,
you better be careful.
hey, I've been waiting. I've been waiting for them to send me stuff. Like, all right, so since COVID happened, I ain't gonna lie. I've been driving past them tolls like it won't nothing. Cause at one point we couldn't pay. So I'm like, oh shit. And then
Right.
I learned the gig. I'm like, oh, this shit is off of our compliance. So I was like, all
That's
right, bet.
true.
And ever
What's
since then,
it?
I haven't paid for real. Like, and I ain't getting no. I've been waiting for this shit in the mail. You know what I'm saying? Because I'll pay it if it come to the mail. But
Well, shit, I ain't never paid mine, and I had what was it, Florida? Shit, they could kiss my ass. Look, son passed my ass. I get right on there, $10. I don't care. I ain't paying it. You know, nigga, you ain't who pay to drive. Y'all always been crazy, but I just always tell people be careful if you got your tags from that state because they can fuck up your tag. But other than that, if
Mhm.
you ain't man, they could kiss my Florida always could kiss my ass. I know I probably got about a good $5,000 or $6,000 on the Sun thing. They don't never send me nothing. I ain't never even looked at it. I'm just doing a guesstimate from staying down there like man since 2012 and they never paid a toll.
since 12.
Wow.
I ain't
What
lying.
if it's
I ain't
don't
never
the
paid,
man
not
in England
one
pay that
time.
shit?
What you
Don't
say?
don't like England, don't they own that? Or the UK or something like that?
One
They
of
own
them, like, it ain't owned by us. That's for sure. The ones down in
London.
Florida, like, it's privately funded. You understand what I'm saying? It's just a bunch of bullshit. Like, how the hell it ain't enough road, and then you gonna build enough road and then charge me to drive on it? That's so unfucking fair. Like, make enough road. How about that? Then I wouldn't have to pay to get there because the road would be wide enough.
Facts.
But
That'll
you
make the
know,
roads for the golf carts out there.
I ain't worried about it. This inorganic ass concrete, asphalt, and all this shit finna get cracked up off of here anyway. We ain't even finna need no car where we finna head. So fuck them.
I
I
feel
don't
that.
even care no more. Certain stuff getting ready to go, but I do think that they coming at us trying to get some of us in contracts. But I also do feel too that the universe, because enter and overstand, just because they system going don't mean ours is. So
Right.
some of you too is the universe setting you up to come and they play to take it over. So you got to look at it a twofold right now because they collapsing, but you getting ready to pick up. So some shit should start hitting for you as far as skills, things that you do. You understand what I'm saying? Because the great mother got to position us in a certain way. You understand what I'm saying? Just to be able to pick up because they getting ready to drop like a motherfucking, they finna drop, y'all. I don't even know if they got till March, y'all. I done just been sitting here smoking my stuff and I done just been waiting for it because you could feel it, bruh. Like, mm-mm. I don't know.
You can. It's
But,
something in the air. Like it's just you could feel
ooh,
it. You could
y'all,
feel it. And it's like they know, like even like the ones that walk around amongst you, it's like they know. I don't
yes,
know. It's just a weird feeling. It's
yes.
just weird.
It's
Yeah, they
really
do know.
weird right now. Yeah, it's a really weird feeling. It's like, I feel like something coming, but I don't know what it is, but I could tell there's something happening. You understand what I'm saying? Like, mm-mm.
Hmm.
Plus,
I
the
just,
sun been giving off like constant, like I mean, constant X flares. They not like even on one of the tools that I look on, like they block. They already like chopped some of the feed, chopped some of the
yeah,
timeline. So I'm like, we didn't just get one or two because so far
no,
they only marked down two X flares. But I'm thinking we got because I've seen a blast and I recorded it. I'll put it up here. But this blast was a blast that it was all around and it was crazy because when it blasts, this is why I know like it's like what they would say is snow particles. Because when it blasts, I mean everything was flying around there. It looked almost like a bunch of gnats like flying over the sun,
like,
like the way that that
like the cortical reaction that I had up there
right,
of the cell.
right.
Y'all, y'all, we activating. Fuck these people. It's about over. Bitch finna turn green in a second. Fuck them. I'm
I was
serious. Like,
thinking,
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm on some. Hey, I don't even care nothing about. Look, it's over for them. Too bad. Too bad. Too bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's gonna be over for them, y'all, it's too bad. But that ain't got nothing to do with us. Do it. Like, I'm just tired of sitting here and always, being worried about something that we can't change.
Yeah.
We can't
right,
change what we are. We can't change our genetic. We can't change who we are and where we come from. So if it ain't them, just too bad. But I ain't finna sit here and wallow with them. I'm finna be happy and gone into my greatness.
I see.
I
facts.
don't know. I don't know. I feel like their misery loves company right now, and they're in extreme misery because they now. I don't know why they didn't realize it, but I think they really realize it right now that they ain't got a shot in hell, a snowball's chance in hell. You see, Oprah and all of them done left California. You heard about that, right? that all of
Yeah,
them
the
old
mass
Malibu got
Yeah.
hit.
evacuation of all the celebrities.
Ooh, ooh,
Oh yeah.
I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming. Bitch, if you ain't gonna be able to run to them bunkers neither. So go ahead up there
Yeah,
to the
all
big
off
Mhm.
gonna try to run underground like some little roaches, but they can't hide
man,
from
like
this shit.
some
You hear
roaches.
me? Oh yeah, they can't hide from
Man,
this shit here, well.
no, nigga. All you, man, look, y'all, all you'd have been hearing under your feet is boom, boom.
Shit.
It's
Right.
happening, man. I'm telling you
Look,
it's happening. It's already
everywhere.
in the manuscripts, it's
It's
in a lot of
already
different manuscripts,
happening, y'all. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Woo,
Right.
it's so funny. It's so funny. It is so funny because see, they messed themselves up because see, they really made the social media to track us. But now we done got the hive mind on everybody communicating a little bit on social media so you
Right.
know what's going on. So you could tell over there it's booms going on everywhere in the US right now. Everybody's like, what is that boom? What is that boom? Them
Yeah,
tunnels
even
been
in
fucked up.
Brooklyn. I heard that this morning. They were saying that in Brooklyn.
Man,
It was
they've
having
been on them
loud boom.
Ashkenazi Jews up there, them Jerry curl Jews, real heavy with them tunnels. Woo,
Right.
what's going on with that? Have you heard anything? Is anybody even is anybody even trying to even touch that, or they just gonna we just gonna leave that alone and let the great mother take it?
I heard people was going, even Brooklyn people was going down there, and they was having like little scuffles and stuff like that. But that's it.
Hmm.
That's all. I was saying like Brooklyn better turn up because I know it was in the Bronx. We would have turned up crazy. So
Man,
I'm like
come on.
they
That's what I was like. I would have went. I'd have had to go down there. We'd have had to take the cleanup crew down that bitch and get
but,
busy
but
because
But I do think it's gonna happen in the Bronx because I remember always telling Ashley when I used to walk by the schools, and this is when I used to like live further into the Bronx. And when I used to walk by the schools at night, I used to hear like little whispers, like
I
whispering
remember
at
you
night.
told me that.
And I'm like,
And
what
you know
is
it's
this?
tunnels under them schools, tunnels under them
Mm-hmm.
schools up there. I know it for a fact. Man,
Right.
when you call to do what you do, you know how what you got to do and you understand. We ain't even they time is near, y'all. Like everything is just happening at such an exponential rate, y'all. Like I ain't even know it was gonna go this quick. Nigga, we ain't even through February yet. We got the royal family on life support, the so-called
And
royal family, y'all lying motherfuckers.
all them dirty motherfuckers done. Yes, sir.
I think they
all
all
them
Yeah,
about to
stealing
go.
and
motherfuckers.
shit.
All them bitches gone. Somebody send them a lifeline. What was that show? They need a lifeline right now. All of them motherfuckers finna go.
Yeah, they
But you royalty, and you can't even take the sun. Bitch, fuck you.
yeah,
This
they
couldn't have
destroyed a
never
lot
been
of
your
different
earth.
bloodlines and manipulated a lot of different bloodlines throughout history. Well, throughout his
Yep.
story, because it was just somebody's story. But that's what
Yep.
happened with not just that bloodline alone. You know that everything that they wear, they've stolen. Those crowns, those staffs, those
Facts.
feet,
Facts.
all stolen
What
from certain tribes that they don't even speak about. You know what I mean?
this
But
is
that's why
fact.
they bloodline finna get super crushed for the return of these ethers. You hear me? Yeah.
Man,
The
they shit
DNA
is
never
super
forgets,
burnt.
baby. These these
Let me
these downloads systems that we have within our DNA never forgets. And the way
never.
the process works, nobody wants to process, 6,000 years of ruling this realm. That's what they had basically, but now it's down to days, seconds that it is ran its course. But it's happening, man. I'm excited
I
about it,
don't even,
really. You know,
brother. I don't even think they done had more than 500 years. How about
I
that?
ain't lie. I said 6,000
Lying
because they
motherfuckers.
they've been on
They
this
made
realm
that
and looking at
timeline
it
up.
for a
Y'all, them
while.
bitches ain't had no 2000. How the fuck you done been here 2,000 years, bitch, and you this behind? Bitch, I just woke up and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? The man, this shit so fucked up. The man, mm, mm, mm. If they was here 2,000 years, y'all just think. This the farthest they done got. We left every fucking thing here for them. All they had to do was reverse engineer the shit.
I don't think we would see our structure still standing if it was that long. They would have had more than enough
Exactly.
opportunity
They
to knock
built
them all down.
exactly. They couldn't because they just came right in and moved in and put all of these little clone kids out here. And then we done mixed up with them. So now it's all kind of shit going on right now. You understand? I'm just keeping it real. Keeping it real. You got clones, you got hybrids, and then you got cosmic beings right now. And then you got everything in between. But it's all finna be revealed the way that it should, right? So shit. Y'all just get ready. It's getting ready to be real interesting. I hope y'all got some organic popcorn or
Hey,
watermelon or
I
something
got
this
a
summer.
question for the tribe. I got a question for the tribe. What is that? Because the solar flares are the solar flares, correct? And they're only going to amplify over time, okay? But this blackout thing that everybody's been talking about, like, I feel personally that it's going to be something in that exact order to reset what they think is going to be like a reset, but it's going to actually bite them in the ass. But I just wanted to see how y'all felt about this, like this blackout course that we're
We the
supposed to be facing
blackout.
sooner.
We the blackout. When
Ah,
we
okay, then
activate, that's gonna be the
Yeah.
blackout.
that's right. That and see, that's what I didn't want to confuse it with the solar flares because a lot of people, solar flares are powerful, man. They
Mm-hmm.
depending on the source, man, and they come faster over time. You know what I mean? So
Right, right.
so I could understand that could do something, but the certain patterns that things have been going in from the dollar bill dropping and that Fed
Mm-hmm.
Now app, and I'm like, man, maybe they little plan is to let's wipe out everybody. Ain't no power, no bank accounts, no this, and we're gonna fund you through these
Think about
accounts.
it.
You know what I mean?
Think about
And
this, brother.
yeah, I
Right.
mean,
You're right. We taking the energy back from it because we black holes. What do black holes do with energy?
Takes in
it's
all
It
of that.
absorbs
Because,
everything, right?
yeah, I could speak to that because I did ask, because I did drop that video that the girl talked about the 3 days of darkness. So I did ask, what is that? And the answer I got was I was shown, that yin and yang, that black and white wheel.
that's nice.
I
Okay.
was shown that it's in a certain direction, and in the 3 days you're not gonna know what time is. Okay, my body is vibrating right now. So it's
Uh-oh.
gonna spin
There
in
you
the
go.
opposite direction. So night is gonna become day, and days gonna become night. So what you think you're gonna clock time? Okay, so it's morning now, but it's dark. So you're not gonna have time anything to show you time. So when the night comes now and you think it's night but it's dark, so you don't know what it is, it's going to reverse. So
You
when you
created
get the
those.
day,
You
it's going
understand?
to be the other side of that wheel, that black and white. We're going to be
So
back into on the other side, not in the darkness but in the light. If you can, that's what I was shown, and I'm telling you, I'm
Ashe,
getting goosebumps. So I know spirit spoke through me when it
Ashe.
showed
But
me that.
what everybody's looking for over and understand, the 3 days of darkness is the Trinity within you. That's getting ready to happen within you, and then you gonna project your reality here. You the black hole. Those days of darkness is you straight up feeding off of the sun. Remember, I told you we create the sun, not them. That's why you got some of us sitting there like, I saw the sun. I don't know what the fuck they talking about because you already there. You in another dimensional plane. That's the only way you can explain that. If I'm sitting here and I'm like, it wasn't dark for me, and every time I came out, it was the sun because you altered that and you created that sun. Go watch that Bro Sanchez video, please, because this is what I wanted to talk about. Because I know we getting a lot of downloads about this, but over and understand, you a sun and you a black hole. The solar system is within you. The 3 days of darkness is gonna come from you because you feeding off of these neutrinos, you feeding off of all of these. protons and stuff like that. You absorb, and they trying to stop you from absorbing the particles by refracting them back up. Because at a point, you're going to absorb so much and enter and overstand. When you do that, when you get to a point, you understand it's a threshold, enter and overstand. Just like I was talking about, the nervous system got a threshold, and once you hit a certain point, the energy just surge. You the gate. It's hitting you right now. Your energy of activation is hitting you. Soon, one day, these X flares gonna hit you, and it's gonna activate you. The energy of activation. You're gonna turn into a black hole. You're gonna absorb the energy from everything around you, and that shit gonna black everything out. Enter and overstand, because that's
Right.
the most powerful energy, and then you're gonna radiate light.
Overstood. I trust you. That's understood. Well said.
You gonna
You
be
hear
the
me,
light.
Queen? Well said, Queen. Thank you.
You're gonna turn into a light being, because that's what you are. You just ain't have enough energy to turn on your light. They taking all of your energy right now to create this false reality, to create this false day, to create this false night, because you giving that your power. But when the real dimension come, when the real reality, when your reality hits, you're gonna take everything from this. You're gonna absorb it all, because it's not real. You created this, and then that's when you're gonna create your whole a new dimensional plane. They can't fuck with it. It's already happening.
It's
That's why
happening now. Yes.
it's happening. Because we create the solar system. So think about it. All of them extra suns or extra bodies you see in orbit, you put them there because you called them.
Facts.
You called them. You said it was time, right? You said you're tired, right? You said it's time. I'm done. This is not a real reality. Our solar system always looked like that. We always had all of them bodies there. But until it was time for you to call them, it wasn't gonna come to this point. And that's why they trying to kill us. Or they wish they could, but they can't. Because
Yeah,
we
because when I be
create
astro
reality.
cleaning, I do be seeing things clearer. You see it, like you see beyond this veil thing when you astro cleaning. You can actually see the planets like right close, like they like close.
Close, close. It's you. It's always you. It's getting ready to come from you. When you, that's why I've been acting them towers. I'm hitting these towers like I can feel it, because your magnetism gonna get so strong. You a blast a tower. You like a damn atomic bomb. Do you understand? Where you think they got that hydrogen technology from? Yo ass, nigga. When your cells split atoms, that's what man. Mm-mm-mm. You'll
Don't stop.
understand.
Don't stop, Queen. You was going somewhere there. Don't stop. Don't stop it. I hear you now. That's real energy source. That's how it flows. It never ends. It
That's
never
how it
stops.
flow, y'all. And you is just a energy being. You feed off of cosmic radiation, y'all. So when that cosmic radiation hits your atoms is gonna split. Because remember, dimensions have to split. So do cells, so do everything. It's all the same principle. And when that happened, that's gonna cause an energy. Remember, you saw the little energy come from the cell when the egg and everything was the same type of stuff that comes, radiates out of your cell as particles. They come out. And when that shit happened, yo, I'm telling you, it's gonna black every fucking thing out, because it's already starting. We hitting the towers. We getting so powerful that we hitting and knocking out their towers. It's not the cosmic energy so much so as it's us, because it hit us like an
Yep.
antenna, then we push it back out. We our own satellite. You
Yep.
understand that? We got satellites in us. So
That's
right
what.
now we
My
killing
bad.
they satellites, because that was the false reality.
Mhm.
That's why they falling out the sky left and right.
And that's also really what the Schuman Resonance is.
Mm-hmm.
They're reading our energy. Like, I noticed that once we really started tapping in and fucking shit up in the
Yup.
astral realm, that's really when the Schuman Resonance started being talked about.
Yup. You see, we whiten it out.
Hmm.
Empress,
That's
it's so beautiful.
us.
Just
You
it's so
know,
beautiful
we
being in
put
the
it
midst
in.
of this. Can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead, Empress.
Oh, okay. My apologies. I my ear pod on, so I wasn't for sure if you can hear me. But I mean, it just feels so good that in the midst of this discussion, due to the fact that, to know that we are all in sync, we are all on one accord energetically. Everything that we're discussing here in this discussion, I mean, I literally did a meditation video depicting pretty much us as being, light beings, and how, you know, we're pretty much, we are the ray of light. We are pretty much the universe. We are everything, and everything is us. And so I'm just grateful. I'm so grateful to you, Empress. I'll always tell you this for just, starting this group and putting this group together for us like minded beings to come together. Thank you.
Gratitude for all of you like-minded beings finding this group.
I love talking about peace and love. I love
Oh
this.
shit.
Thank you. Say it.
Man, I had got a real crazy download about that shit that went down in Miami too. Y'all
That's good.
listen, somebody down there fucking activated. This what happened. This what I think happened.
Mm.
Enter and overstand, y'all. When you do go through that activation, it ain't gonna matter where you at. People gonna see the other beings of light. That's the refractions of you. The other yous that's in the other dimensional planes, because understand it's all got to come together. And then that's when you become you understand? So I really think somebody down there fucking activated. And the light beings that they saw was the people.
So pretty much somebody pretty much activated and became the one. All of their timelines merged and they
Mm-hmm.
became
All of their
one.
timelines merged.
Mm.
Because that's what's going to happen with us. That's why
Hmm.
some of us been like, I promise y'all, I've been fucking with my other selves because they've been fucking with CERN. And
That's
I
a
could
fact.
feel it. Y'all, I got a video of that. We gonna get into that. I'm gonna
Fact.
come back to that. So let's look at the baby because she's showing us something right here. She cute, but she know what it is.
You see her eyes. She's really gathering up that energy.
Yes, and you see her raised her hands after she gathered it.
Right.
Look, somebody better understand what's happening. She a portal.
It's finna start
So is
raining.
we. She just feeding off the energy out there. That's natural for her. She in her element. Look, and she on beat and everything. She's so cute. And I looked at her and I was like, man, I gotta pull that inner child in me out like her. That just to go and dance in the grass and feed off the energy. Do you hear me?
Yes, yes.
She
I
light as a
love that
feather right
part.
there, y'all. Her heart light as a feather right there.
Just
Light as a
pure,
feather.
just pure, just
Just
innocent
pure.
pure. Yeah, just
Just
pure.
pure energy. Just pure. It's a beautiful thing to be able to see babies dance like that. And we gonna see it again, y'all. It's coming. Ashe.
Oh shit.
I
Her
say.
little cute little self. She was posing too. All right. Did y'all get a chance to check this history lesson out?
Yes, I
Yo,
did. That was nice. That's nice though.
yo, this shit was so crazy because he hit everything and he helped me tie something together. Because did everybody see this? Because if they didn't, I'll play it. Hold on, I'll play it because I'm getting ready to hone in on that part where he talked about the castration when they castrated everybody, the
I
aliens.
haven't saw it.
Okay, let me play this real quick, y'all, because this deep, because we need to really hit this because this is a part of history they don't talk about. But if you think about this, if they castrated all of the men, then everything over there a clone or a part. That's how they was able to do it. Okay, just listen.
The first civilization to take Africans out of this continent were the Arabs. And they took Africans from the eastern coast. And it's sad that in that part of the world, there are not many Africans who remain, because it was in the business of the Arab enslaver to castrate Africans. We never say that, but we must say it's historically significant. Then the Europeans came, the Portuguese came, the Spaniards came, the Germans came, the French came, the Belgians came. Africa became the hunting ground for the European colonizers, and we were the spot. We built, our ancestors built the United States of America. Our ancestors built Europe. And when slavery had lost its shine and sheen, the Europeans abolished it. But they replaced it with yet another pernicious enterprise, the colonization of Africa. Europeans sat in Berlin, in Germany, in 1884, and they looked at the map of Africa and parceled it out. The British had their share, the Germans had their share, and Tanzania or Tanganyika was their share, as was Rwanda and Urundi. The Spaniards were Johnny-come-latelys in the arena, and they got little Equatorial Guinea and Southwest Africa. The French were here, the Portuguese were here, and we were colonized. This time round, they did not take us away. They came here, and they controlled us, and they told us, not in so many words, that we were children of a lesser God. And we were treated as if we were children of a lesser God. In fact, they told us that on the day of creation, we were merely hewers of wood and drawers of water. And if anybody were to doubt it in 1948, it was more blatant when Hendrik Verwoerd instituted the apartheid regime in South Africa. But yet there is a sense in which the God that we worship never sleeps. The colonial enterprise ran its course, and the European tribes, the Europeans never called themselves tribes, they called them nations, were engaged in a war. First in 1918, the European tribes fought, and they had something called the League of Nations, which died. Then they fought again in 1945. And what is unique about the European nations is that when they are engaged in tribal wars, they call them world wars. So there was another war between 1945, 1939 and 1945. And after that, a new kid on the block, the United States of America, took the lead in saying that colonialism was something that was undesirable. But at that time, Africans were never quiet. Those who had been taken out had already started agitating. Many of us here will remember Marcus Garvey, of whom Bob Marley says Garvey was a buffalo soldier in the heart of America. And
You know, when I listen to this type of stuff, Tribe, it's deep. I always try to think about my records of Akash and put them together with the stories to tie it together. And what I'll say is this. From my visions of this, the reason why us over here, our ancestors, us, when we was over here, why we didn't do anything when they first made the clones. You got to go back to when it all first started, y'all. Like, in order to really break it down to enter and understand what happened in the land that they call in Africa. Remember, we was all one land. We was all Pangea, right? Right.
Yes. Before
Billions of
Pangea,
us.
yes. Right.
Okay. We was all one we was all one land. It wasn't no such thing as a tribe, y'all. Just over and understand. There wasn't no need to be a tribe because everybody had the same bloodline. Bloodline had to come when it meant that people had different blood, so that you could know who the fuck was who. You understand where I'm going with this? Okay, now let's go back. So when the planet first got attacked and everything got split, understand we all still come from the same mother, but when the Atlantic Ocean got there, when that Titan got there and divided the lands, if you want to put it like that, we was over here overstand. We was way advanced, y'all. Like, listen, to the point that we was here, but we really wasn't here. Do you understand? Like,
Everybody ain't come on no ship. That's
exactly,
all. I caught you.
exactly.
We
You
all
know
ain't
what
come
I'm
on no
saying?
ship.
Like, we
Yeah.
was on another level, y'all. We was over here. We had all of the temples. We had all of the real massive, massive great trees over here and stuff, y'all. And like, we was really over here just one with the great mother. Like, that's what we was on. We was highly spiritual, over and understand. And over there on that side, it wasn't okay. I'm not gonna say it wasn't spiritual because that's not true. But it's just a divide because they wanted to. It's like once you get to a certain level, you want to try to manipulate and create things here, which you feel might make stuff better. So for them, they wanted to create those clones for work. I'm just telling y'all straight, like they created them, you understand, but overstand when we created them, they wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. But it evolved into that because over and understand, like when we created them, it's been two iterations of the Caucasian man. The first iteration of them, they were huge because we was huge. You understand what I'm saying? You're talking about like Tartaria. They had Tartaria over there and everything. They had built up all of that. And it was just crazy how Putin ain't talk about that, knowing that he moved into all of their fucking buildings. But anyway, so
Fact.
the white clones was real advanced. They wasn't like these clones right here that we got right now. These clones came with the Cabbage Patch. So those clones was very advanced. That's why they was off of the ether and stuff like that. They was very advanced. So we didn't have a problem with them. You understand what I'm saying? Because it wasn't messing up the frequency of the earth. But like everything goes, you have to learn your lesson, right? So enter and overstand. The Carrington event, they not being honest about it, y'all. That was a solar event that wiped out a lot of life on this planet. It hit our trees, everything, but it was really kind of like an attack. And I'll get into that at another time. But I'm just trying to just give because there's so much history, like I have to like just be talking and talking and talking. And I'm just trying to get to a point right now. But as we start talking and stuff, or, different lectures, I give y'all more pieces to this, but over and understand. So understand when that happened or whatever, a lot of life got wiped off of this earth, including us. When that happened, they took some of our codes and the backbones of animals and stuff, and they created all of these new clones, but the old clones didn't never have that that recessive shit in them. But they created that recessive gene with these new clones, and that is why they so animalistic, because they had to use the backbones of animals, because life was gone. So now you got the original people still over here, because remember I told y'all we was on another level, motherfucker. Ain't no energy they could really send that was gonna do nothing to us. You understand? Like fucking some of our ancestors already up in the other dimensional plane. Like Egypt ain't never left. It's just on another dimension. That's why you could still see Anubis, all of them and shit, because they just went somewhere else. Not really somewhere else, but they just went somewhere else for a second until the energy could come back, right? Because when that shit hit us, it was kind of like you knew for a period that it was just gonna have to play itself out. So some beings went to other planes. They were still here, but just on planes that we couldn't see. You understand? Because we couldn't interact with that energy yet. So it was hidden, but not hidden. But that's why they got all them fucking restricted spaces here in America. Because if yo non-ether ass go there, you gonna go exactly where they was at. Now, I'm saying that to say this. That's why our oldest tree is only 500 years old over there in California, because our great trees, everything got destroyed when that happened. So I'm saying that to say this. When the clones was doing whatever they was doing over in Africa, and then they cloned more melanated beings with the O positive gene, we didn't do nothing because we thought it was going to be the same way it was, and we thought we was doing the right thing to repopulate the earth. I'm just telling y'all the truth. But fucking with recessive genes, creating the recessive genes was our error. When Africa started going through that shit, we sat over here and we ain't do shit. Ain't got nothing to do with us. Y'all created them. Y'all figured it out. I'm just telling y'all how it went. And them motherfuckers, man, brought hell over there. Them clones was up there in fucking the place y'all calling Asia. They was over there in Europe. Then some of the Africans start mating with them. That was even worse. Then some of the Africans went over into motherfucking Asia with the goddamn the Mongol clones, trying to goddamn give them spirituality, trying to change. Like, you understand, it's like we made a mistake, and then we was trying to fix it, give them morality, like you're trying to fix it, Didn't work. So them clones ended up getting smart enough, because a clone can imitate. It can't create, but it can imitate very well. And they animalistic. Understand, our nature is not animalistic by nature. Understand, we not low vibrational. We not like killers and murderers and rapists by nature. That's not us. So we came in the spirit of, okay, we're going to try to fix it. Come on, we're going to try to help you. We getting ready to try to give you some of our genetics to turn you back from recessive to dominant. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because that's what they need to get the animalistic out of them. I'm just telling y'all the truth. That shit done backfire, obviously, did it not?
Yep.
So we sat over here, we did nothing. It was always beef with the people in Africa because when you was over here, if you wasn't right, we send you to the jungle. Fuck it. Go create a life over there, bruh. Like, understand what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like the whole earth yours, bruh. So if you ain't on this, go on over there and create your own. The shit, the great mother gave us the whole earth. We don't give a fuck. We was over here like with fish, honey, every fucking thing, gold, goddamn. Like, I'm just telling y'all, when you be somewhere else, sometimes you understand. So the shit done went down. Basically, what he's saying is true. When them goddamn clones that they made with them Mongols up there, them fucking people that they call an Arab came down there on their ass. And they came down there on their ass, but you gotta over and understand. It's part of their bloodline. They have a little bit of claim because y'all went up there and made it with them. Do you understand what I'm saying? So we over here like shit. Y'all done fucked up because they got a little bit of a claim. Like some of them demigods, some of them, you understand, can't feel it. Some of them got souls now. So what the fuck we finna do? We
Wow.
just gotta let it play out till the new energy come back and destroy it all. We just gonna have to let this shit play out. So some of them went to the other dimension. Some of us just took our codes and just incorporated them and went to fucking sleep because we knew. You understand what I'm saying? But what can you do? Really, what can you do? If they really went up there and made it with them clones like they did, if them clones came down there and castrated all them original beings and then start mating with the women down there and creating all of these demigods that you got in Africa right now, what the fuck you gonna do? Because some of them got souls. So you gotta let it play out, don't you?
Every process, really, we gotta let play out for sure. You hear me? Because this process is the thing. Like I was saying earlier, mommy, nobody wants the process, but the process is always for it gets greater later, or uh, greatness is always to follow. It's just the
Exactly.
process nobody really wants, because the process is the process, regardless of yin, the yang, the negative, the positive, the hot, the cold. The process is the process in between. That's what we call polarity, or the correspondence behind it all. You get what I'm
Thank
saying?
you.
And
Thank
you know
you.
what's going on.
Exactly, brother. You see it.
Definitely
So
know
you
exactly
don't
what's going on.
understand. If we already knew that can't nothing kill us, y'all. So if you already over here and you know that can't nothing kill you, you understand what I'm saying. But you do know that the energy gotta come back. It ain't right now. And it ain't finna be right for a while. That this shit just gotta play its hand. It's gonna have to play out. So that's what we did. We went dormant and let the shit play out for 500 years. And here we are again. Now we got another choice because this program down here does the same thing over the fuck again, over and over. Now these dumbass clones want to create robots. Stupid ass. It would be the same program. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? Some of us sit here, don't do nothing. It's the same thing happening again. Some of us sitting here like we see them creating them robots, but we ain't finna say shit because it ain't got nothing to do with us. That's the same way we did when they created the clones, y'all.
Right. Yeah.
So It's real deep. You understand what I'm saying? The mind fuck is really deep. And the way they was able to program a lot of those Africans over there, remember, they castrated all the men. Then they created their own, you understand, and put the ideas into their head. They indoctrinated them into religion and stuff. And then told them they was something else. And if you got a bunch of kids, you could form their mind to think any history, right? Any reality, right? Simple. If you really think about what's going on over there now, and you got people over there that know, that's in them governments, those the people that went into decided to keep the shit, to keep the jig up. So we all wouldn't know what the fuck done happened, not just there, but over here too. Because if they really had told us what it really was, they never would have been able to control nothing. So they had to give you a false reality. They changed our reality, told us our God was white and everything like that. Because they was all kids and we would sleep. We went dormant. We took our codes and went dormant. Because listen, if we wouldn't have, we would have got wiped off the planet. All our trees and everything was gone. We had to let nature come back. They wiped nature damn near out. The real nature that we needed. Think it's a game? Look at all of these deserts and shit on this earth that's changing right now. That wasn't there. That's why it's changing. That ice wall, that was all nature. Antarctica, all of that shit's our shit. That's our biggest headquarters is the wall. Think about how much knowledge and memory and all kind of shit we got down there, y'all. That's why it's under such lock and key. Because if your black ass went down there, ain't no telling. You ain't black, but you understand. If your melanated ass went to Antarctica, which ain't even froze no more, these lying motherfuckers. Antarctica's damn near green, y'all. Did y'all know that?
I didn't know that.
No.
I didn't know
They
that. Now you put me
people
on
is
something.
actually moving to Antarctica, y'all. These crackers moving to Antarctica, y'all. It's colonies in Antarctica right now.
So what about the wall? Because it's proven that it's something behind it. You hear me? What are they gonna do about the wall? You get what I'm saying? And
Ain't shit
if
they
it's gonna
can
melt,
do because it's
that's the
done
shift.
collapsed.
That's the
It's done
shift.
shifted.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the
ain't shit
shift.
they
I
can
caught you.
do.
I caught you.
That's the other pole. Understand? We got two poles on it. That's the other pole. That's the pole that let everything in. Because that's our crown. And then our root is the other pole. They got it upside down. Flip it. Don't worry about it, y'all. Y'all already know that wall melting. How you know it's melting? Because it's 63 right now in February in Georgia. They
I
can't
know
blow
that's
no
right.
more. They
Facts.
can't blow no more air down from that motherfucker. They probably finna hit y'all with one last regular ass snowstorm. It might be one more regular ass one they might come muster. It's gonna take everything they got to probably muster that bitch too. And then that's when that earthquake probably finna take Alaska. Cause I know the great mother tired. Shit, I'm tired. So just, our history's deep though. Like we got a
Yeah,
lot.
the mitochondrial is only proving itself more and more between the connection between the nine ether and the lower half motherfuckers, but it's just proving more about that DNA structure. If you get what I'm saying, like at this exact moment, what we going through, as far as like as a universal
Mhm.
thing, not as a individual, because as a universal thing, how it works. Atoms, molecules, broken down to whatever neutrons, protons, whatever.
Mhm.
That
Mhm.
frequency is just ooh. That's why I'm more excited at this moment because it's proven so much that whether it's blackwashed or not, because I believe in the for purpose of everything. You know, it happens for a reason, when it's supposed to, how it's supposed to. Just like your body or the day and age. You know, you're gonna age, and you're gonna feel that little league football playing in the knees when you was a kid, and the
Fact.
growth from it. You know what I mean? So the universal part about it is only amplifying so much, just in the non-ether part, because look at it. Look how long on top of what we on top of big bars right now, just in the sense of that's why they're in a big panic, because we got more non-ether beings sitting on these charts that they're not even being accounted for. I'm talking about from wealth to the spirituality to the mental state, psychological. We put these brackets here right now. You look at what's his
Yeah.
name, 19 Keys. He has broken the internet when it comes down to knowledge, not just himself.
Yeah.
Yaki. It's a couple of these guys, not just them. It's just that's a part of the knowledge, but we breaking the bar right now. It's proven about that DNA. So I'm just more excited about it all, and I wanted to be more like conscious about it. You know that one conscious,
I
we must
dang.
return. We all must return. So it's beautiful when you really look at it. The process of it. So it's beautiful, man.
I say,
I'm ready to celebrate, baby.
hell yeah, I've been celebrating, y'all. I'm trying
That's
to
what we
tell
should be
y'all what
doing.
we
Yep, that's what we
should.
should be doing.
Shay, man, this is a wonderful time to be alive, man, just to see it
All
all
right.
come full circle. Thank you. Man, I done been so grateful to the man, I done just been thanking the great mother all like the last 2 weeks, man, that it's me and I ain't gonna, man, to know it's you.
Well, you already posted it in the spiritual discussion. That post you put when I said, well said, shoot, it's a
Yeah,
beautiful time.
real.
Embrace.
Man,
It's over for
the
them.
great
It's over. They irrelevant.
man, they show live, y'all. I promise you. Oh man. That AI is dead in the water. Shit, it ain't even finna work. We already done killed it. Shit, fuck
Exactly.
them. Cause we said it don't exist. Like they don't get it, but they will. They
We the
is
only real
now.
thing moving. We on the real
We the
only real things
only
moving.
real thing out here moving, and that's literally the truth. That's literally the truth. These atoms, the only thing that's moving this whole fucking realm. They better recognize. And if they don't, they should by now.
They will.
Shit. They is, motherfucker, because they can't breathe right now. Is you okay? Is you okay? You need breath. You need
Now
breath.
that's true. I got 2 clients. I'm telling you, they going around the house. And
That's
I'm like, what the
right.
fuck? His daughter talking about something, dad having a stroke. I said, no, dad can't breathe.
He
That's what the
can't
fucking,
breathe.
this radiation, this energy too high for his ass.
Yeah.
And guess what? Guess what now? He's sitting on half the land of the city. He don't own the land in my city. Yeah, on paper. On
He don't
paper.
own
So,
shit
yeah,
now, bitch.
there you
Look,
go.
shit. You
So
can't
you
take
get
it
where
in
I'm
the
going?
ground, bitch. You can't take
Exactly.
it in the ground, can you, bitch? Bye.
Yeah, the
That'll be
airport,
one
the
of our
main
land
mall.
again.
Yeah.
Hey, Empress, go and check it out. Look at it real good. That probably finna be your land. Fuck them.
I already unclaimed it. It is.
Y'all know that's right. Shit.
I said that shit last year when I met him. I said, oh, this mine.
Yep.
It's my
He might as
family.
well go ahead and will it to you. Ain't none of his bloodline gonna be here to take part in it.
I'm trying to tell
I'm
you.
just telling, man, y'all, it's
Yeah.
really the real. Like, it's really the real. It was almost like, they thought that they was doing something. You understand what I'm saying? But just like the clones that they are, they never really fully understood what their purpose was and what the plan
Mm-mm.
was. You understand what I'm saying? And maybe they understand now, maybe they don't. But either way, it's
You know that
over.
denial. You know how you don't want to believe something?
I think
Some
they
people
know. I
don't want
just
to.
think they just gonna be hellions to the bitter end. Cause if a bitch don't
Yeah.
know right now, motherfuckers, man, they scrambling so hard, y'all. Like y'all don't even hear me. What y'all seeing is a man. What y'all seeing is just a fraction of how bad these people scrambling. Do y'all hear all them
Mm-hmm.
booms going on up under our feet? You know they dead. We probably just watching AI right now, digital shit. All them
Yeah.
motherfuckers probably gone. Man, it's
Gone.
been so
Yeah.
much fucking booming. The man, they done been all over there in them tunnels on their ass. Shit just imploding, buildings collapsing, motherfuckers just getting washed away right now. It's a lot of shit going on.
Yeah, when I first saw when it was going on, I was like, "Why?" Like then it dawned on me what's going on. I said, "Oh." Then I got a client I got for 4 hours. I go and do her vitals and her IVs at her house.
Mm-hmm.
She, I'm so tired. I'm so
Yep,
tired. But guess
yep.
what?
It's all
Oh my goodness! And guess where she retired from? CIA.
where. Yep. Get your affairs in
Man,
order. You already know what's happening. Let me tell you something, Empress.
he
It's
owned half the
the
land in this town, city, and county. Well, like I say, on paper. And she was retired. I said, "What you do? Retire CIA?" And guess what they did to her? They right after she retired, her mind started going. They did that to
yep.
her. So
They
she don't
did
remember.
that to
Because
her.
I said, "What kind of work you do?" This is exactly what she paused because she can't remember. She said, "I don't know." She said, "Just pretty much a spy." That's exactly what she said. Spy,
Lord
pretty much
have
spy.
mercy. They ain't gonna show probably white to, or she just might know and can't and ain't saying nothing.
No, she cuckoo. When I say cuckoo, no,
Mm,
she gone. Anytime you
mm,
pouring
mm.
Pepsi in your cornflakes, no, you gone.
Look, it's
Wow.
over.
Yeah,
Damn.
Pepsi, right? The milk be right in there. We thought she was out of milk. The first time she did it, she was out of milk. Went in there, we said, "What you got in there? Beer or something?" Because we know she don't drink. So
Mm-hmm.
she said, we looked in the refrigerator. She done poured Pepsi in the cornflakes. She don't even realize what the hell it is. But what? She don't even know. We let her
It's a
finish eating it too. Yeah,
brain
her
fried.
mind gone.
Brain fried. Can't
And
take it.
she,
Man,
uh,
didn't our ancestors tell us when we told ourselves that's why we actually left ourselves that message. And remember, we was like it was gonna be an invisible force that was gonna attack them, and
yes.
it wasn't gonna be able to. Okay, there you go.
Gina Marie, she been saying like they all been feeling like acute pain
She over
Mm-hmm.
going
there about
on.
to pass the hell out.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm
Goodbye.
saying?
I'm gonna tell you, their ass getting burnt up from the inside out.
Then psyching herself out. Just pray, and it's about your heart. Just keep doing
Yeah,
what you're doing and praying. I said, "Yep, yeah,
Who
go on, keep
said
doing what
just
you're
pray
doing."
it's about your heart? Who said that?
Gina
Gina,
Marie.
Oh
we know. I
shit.
told you, Gina Marie.
Man, look, I ain't fucking with you, Gina. You understand, but I already done said watch who fall and who don't, and I'm gonna leave it alone. I ain't know she was having no problem, but the great mother told me all false prophets gonna fall this year.
Oh yeah, she'll tell you it's getting
Hmm.
hell.
I'm telling you straight up. That's what the message I got. I said that like 2 weeks. Just watch who stay, be here and watch who finna fall. Shit's too real. Now ain't the time to be fucking with people. Now ain't the time to be talking about. I don't know. I like Gina Marie though, but hey, I like some of the.
I know she. I mean, she do have some
She
positives,
has some
but
positives.
she don't be. She don't be all the way truthful with
Exactly.
with like what's going on with
Exactly.
hers. You know what I mean?
Exactly. She's not really tapped in. You're not what you say you are. And that's the problem. And that's why your ass getting ate up right now. Their heart ain't gonna be able to take it, y'all. And their mind ain't gonna be able to take it. So it is what it is. Like, you know, hey. So this what they getting hit with, y'all. Prince talked about this. Remember he was talking about the purple rain? This is how you know it's over. When both of them portals are open and ain't nothing coming in here but purple energy, that's it. When you ever remember them talking about a PCA? Never. Do anybody, somebody that fall in space weather help me?
Nope, they never did.
Okay, thank you.
So the fact that they doing that, they like really
Tell you
scared right
everything you
now.
need to know. And when I'm saying this, enter and overstand, you looking at yourself. So that means the portals within you open. You ain't doing nothing but taking in energy right now. So that's probably why you having all of these ascension symptoms, dimension jumping, time, all of this type of shit, all of this type of shit. But over and understand too, if something ain't right, this energy gonna attack it. So that's why it's important. You understand what I'm saying? To make sure that you are righteous right now. And I don't mean from a moral standpoint. I'm just saying, you know what you know. It's a choice. You understand what I'm saying? Like I feel like this. Whatever happened, it don't matter. If you got a soul, it ain't gonna matter. You understand? Even if you, it won't matter. Like we endless, bruh. You fuck up this time, you just get another plate. It won't be here though. You understand? Like, and it's not really a fuck up either. Like, that's another thing that I've been like really getting a lot of downloads about. Like, it's no right or wrong path for real. Like, I've really done been seeing that now. It's no error because everything you do make your soul stronger within any life path. You have to feed off all that energy. Really think about how many mistakes you made in your past life if you could really tap them records. I know I done made plenty, done killed plenty people. Man, who was a hellion in one of their past lives? I know I was in plenty. Y'all, I done my share. I'll just say that. Like, I think when I first tapped into them records and I started seeing that in my past lives, some of the stuff, I got real depressed, y'all, about it because I was like, man, that's probably why I had all of this stuff happen to me in this path is because you understand what I'm saying? Because I was like, in this life path, I done been mainly good. You understand, like a good person. I always give and stuff like that. I got that fucked up family, this fucked up life. And I was like, when I say fucked up, I just mean like a lot of trials and tribulations, like a lot of shit. Like I was talking to my daughters and I was like, yo, we got dark on both, like we got bad people on both sides of my family. Like I ain't playing. I'm talking about the darkest. Y'all know I don't hide. Like we got rapists, killers, everything on both sides of my family. People who in the church who really doing spell work on people and shit, like the real any bad thing you could think of, pedophilia, anything is in my family on both fucking sides. Y'all, I mean, the whole fucking family, both sides. Y'all don't hear me. Now, when you are a enlightened soul and you come into something like that, you can already understand how my path was. And you know, when I was like a ward of the state and stuff like that, and I was going through all of that stuff, you understand, just out here, you understand, wilding at first, like you understand. Then I changed, you understand. Then now I became more spiritual, but I thought about everything, and then I start finding out more like about my family and just like last year like a whole bunch of family secrets got revealed like in my family on both sides. You understand what I'm saying? And mm-mm-mm. You know, in that though I realized that, and then becoming telepathic and empathic and then being able to see people's thoughts and really see what people think they got hid. And you see this stuff about people and then you like, why? You understand what I'm saying? That was the first question I asked myself, because you see people and you see their thoughts, you see them hurting kids, you see them raping people, or you see, like, you could see it, or like sometimes I could talk to a man and I could see him undressing me, like I could see him vision himself having sex with me, like I could see his thoughts. You understand? He might say something to me and not be talking about that, but I could see what you're thinking. Like, it's deep, because then can't nobody like give you an illusion, because you literally can see it. But I think that's why people don't like real telepaths, because that's a different level. You understand what I'm saying? But when you could look at people like that and you could see people naked, that's what I call it. Like, you could see everything. You can understand why some souls got to keep on reincarnating, because when we all go to the summit, that's what it's going to be. Everybody could see your thoughts. Like, I'm seeing them now. And some people, if you could see the ugliness, it would make you just not want to be here with these people, because you like, good grief, good grief. Because you got people really out here masking, y'all. Masking. And if you could really see it, man, it'll take you to a place, bruh, because you be looking at people sometimes and they be saying one thing and you know what their intent is. And you sitting here like, nigga, I know what you mean, but I also see what you saying. And so you just sitting here and you just like, why? Like, why do people just put up an illusion? Why are people like this? You know, that's what I really been sitting and just thinking. And that's what I came to at the end. I was just like, they gotta get the most ugliest shit out they soul down here, yo. So when they get back to the summit, they ain't got none of this in them. Because when you at the summit, everybody could see you. And if you got that shit in you, bruh, you can't be there, because it's too much. Like, if you understand what I'm saying, like, just imagine once you get up there, it's pure energy. Everybody, you could see everything. Would you really want to see somebody molesting a child? That's their thought. Or raping a woman, or let's just say having sex, like having sex with people, or man, or what? Would you really want to see that if you in your spirituality? Think about how you feel when you on that metaphysical level, when when you there. Now just think if you was around a person and you could see their thoughts and the first thing you saw was something crazy. That would fuck up your whole thing, wouldn't it? You be like, what the fuck? It'll fuck up your whole vibe. Because even now, when you visually see a child getting hurt, it do something to you, right? Like, you can't see it and not be affected. You understand what I'm saying? Like, if visually right now, if you saw a person hurting a child, you're not gonna stand there and watch it happen, right? But
Right.
imagine seeing somebody's thoughts and they thinking that, and you on the other plane. It will fuck you up, wouldn't it? That impure thought.
Definitely.
Yes.
So then it's got to work itself out down here. So even though it's ugly, when I really break it down, I'm like, it's all energy. Energy ain't either created or destroyed, it's only transferred. Down here, we act out energies, unfortunately. And I mean, not unfortunately, but we act things out. You understand what I'm saying? And I look at stuff and I'm like, what we see is good and bad really ain't good and bad. It's all just energies. You understand what I'm saying? This is all just an illusion. But you have to work out those energies within yourself before you could get to the summit. Because when you in the summit, you can't you understand, that's not even there. You understand? So when you know that, then you understand why some beings got to keep on reincarnating. Because you ain't got it out you yet. And that's really the key to shadow work. That's really the key. Because if you got any of it in you, you gonna come back here. There's no way you could come up there with that shit in you. Because you ain't nothing but a consciousness up in there. You ain't got no physical body to mask shit. You just a floating thought. You understand? You just everything at that point, but your consciousness is there. You understand? Projected and magnified to everything around you. So it ain't no way nobody finna be dealing with no low vibrations up there. So you got to work it out down here in the water. And that's the only thing I think the telepathy coming online has brought to me. But I'm not going to sit here and say that being able to see what people really think about you or stuff like that is always the best. Because sometimes I do wish that I could be dumb and interact with people like everybody else and have those experiences of not knowing and finding out, or have those experiences of like hearing a guy complimenting me and not being able to see his thoughts to know he ain't pure. You understand what I'm saying? Because sometimes a woman just like to be complimented. You understand what I'm saying? But I can't even have that no more to a certain degree because I could see. And you could see, and it's bad. Like sometimes I interact with my mother and I could see what she really feel about me. Do it hurt? Yeah.
Right.
But I could really see it now. And see when that part of the spirituality hits you, that's what make you kind of get reclusive from people because you could see. And it's not that you want to separate, it's just that you can't fool me anymore. I can't play your matrix game anymore. I can't do that because I really see you for what you are. And so I got to depart. You understand? But it's hard because it strips away everything that you thought you knew about people, relationships, everything. That's what I'm going through. That's my thoughts.
I've had to
Now
do the
y'all can share.
same with not my mother, my father, like to really accept your thoughts about like it's I know, and like when you see them or you speak, you know it, you know what I mean, and it's just
Mm-hmm.
like why, but I could tell you just keep going deeper. I went deeper on it, and I just came like within the last 6 months. It's not you, it's them. It's
Oh,
really
yeah.
them. It's
Yes.
like with
Yeah.
me, like unfortunately I had to accept the fact that, mind you, I grew up with both of my parents in my home till they got divorced when I was 16. But I always wondered why my father treated me like so much different, you know what I mean, than my younger sister and my younger
Mm-hmm.
brother. But I realized, like, and I had to accept that I am proof of pedophilia.
X. I
I
got some of
It has
that too.
nothing to do with me, but I
No.
am living proof of it.
Mm.
So much to the point where, like, my mother's age was switched on my birth certificate, not his age, my
Come
mother's
on, talk
age.
about it.
So to accept me, he would have to accept being a fucking pedophile, and he won't look at himself that way. You know what I mean? Because quote unquote,
Mm-hmm.
you went and married this woman, whatever. My mother, I'm not, you know what I mean? But that's
Mm-hmm.
why you can't love me, because I'm literally living proof of it where you can't deny it.
Right. And you can't
So,
do that shadow work with yourself to
right.
accept what you
And
did.
I
Mm-hmm.
had to go real deep into finding that and then accepting it. And then it's just like, that shit ain't got shit to do with me. Like, I'm good. You
That's
know what I mean?
right.
And so you'll go deeper with your mom and you find exactly what it is. And I guarantee you, you will realize that it ain't got shit to do with you.
And you know what, Empress, you right. Not to get too deep on it, but you're right, because I realized that, like I said, I got bad shit on both sides. The worst that you could ever think of. This is real. And of course, that's what happened to my mom. A real deal Sybil situation. So when you think about a woman that's that broken,
Yeah. I
you
went to
know,
my mother and I explained all this to my mother, and I told my mother he had no fucking right to do that to you. And I
Mom,
told my mother, breathe. Like I've never seen my mother cry like that. And I'm like, Mom, he had no fucking right. I don't care. My mother was fucking 13 years old and you're fucking 26. You had no right to do that to that little girl. And I brought that little girl out of my mother. And I told my mother that it's okay. So what that, oh, now you're married. And you know what I mean? Fuck that bullshit. You had no right to disturb her childhood. My granddaughter will be 14 years old next month. And I'll be damned if a motherfucking 20-year-old looks at her.
come on with it,
Okay, so I
Empress.
will not ever accept it. It's not right. You know what I mean? I don't care what anyone else's feelings are about it. If you love it, then you wait. And you can't make it better by marriage because look, that's what he tried to do. And then the gall, look at this, right? This man, I love him. He's my father financially. You know what I mean? Always has always been there for me. But this motherfucker was a correction officer, a correctional sergeant, and a correctional lieutenant. So you got, when I realized that you literally had motherfuckers behind bars for the shit that you was living home
Come
with.
on.
Like, what the hell is going on here? Like, you did all this on top of being a pedophile? Like, then you doing all this, and all these things I realized through life are cover-ups they do.
Thank you.
And you gotta, in order for you to recognize it, you have to be able to recognize it, like you're saying, within your own families. And then, like, nobody, and that's what lets me see it in everything and everybody around me.
Yep.
Acceptance.
Yep. Thank you for sharing that, Empress. Yeah, it's deep. As far as my mom goes, my mom's been um addicted to crack for probably like the last, let's see, I'm 45, so probably like the last 32, 33 years. The great mother just done touched her, bro. Cause you understand what I'm saying? Like, and she's a good, but like, don't get me wrong. Like, even though I can see that about her, she's just a broken soul. Like, you know how like so much stuff can happen to you that you just give up. That's her. It was just too much. You understand what I'm saying? So I already know she gonna have to reincarnate again. Like I already know. But I overstand. You understand what I'm saying? Like I can overstand people's journey, even though it may seem they done the worst to people. And Suge Knight was hitting on this too when he was like talking about Mike and talking about Puffy and them and people who abuse people in and overstand. Them people 9 times out of 10 was abused and never dealt with that. And so it's almost like a fucking Pandora's box, y'all. Because I'm like, okay, so this happened to my mother. Well, damn, this happened to my aunt. Well, damn, this happened to my grandma. Well, damn, this happened to my great grandma. And you just keep on digging. This happened to my granddad. Oh, this happened to my great. And you keep on digging, and then you see how many crosses that got passed to you through epigenetic inheritance. And then you could kind of understand why the plight of the spiritual ain't easy. Because not only do you got to heal yourself, but you got to heal them through yourself. Do you understand? Like, I knew I can't heal my mom. I know she gonna, but I got to heal those codes of her that I have in me. Because when I look in the mirror, I see part of her. And I see part of my dad. And I got all that shit in me too, motherfucker. Just know it. But I done dealt with it. You understand? And I think that causes an envy too with your family when you, even though you done been through everything that they done been through, and you still somehow make it. That's when you turn into the black fucking sheep. But you just didn't know. You thought it was just you. But all them motherfuckers probably done been hurt and all kind of shit, just like, or however they done hurt you. But you the one that's the bright light that's able to damn transmute it, and they couldn't. It is what it is. You just have to lift them up. I'll lift my family up and hope for the best, but my family to the point I can't. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like I told y'all, I could see everything, and I just know, and I know the type of people that they are, and they the worst, and you know what I'm saying? And I was just like, at first, when I was looking at like all the pedophilia, the rape and murder and shit that was in my family, I was just like, yo, how can I even come from y'all? Like, I really had to sit here, you understand, with myself, like, and really just deal with it. You understand what I'm saying? Like, cause it was just so many lies. Like what you said about the birth certificate, like that shit happened in my family. Like my mom got a whole nother fucking birth certificate, y'all. Like it was so much shit going on back there. Them motherfuckers just kept quiet. They ain't say nothing. All
Right.
kind of bad stuff.
And the thing
And-
is with me, the cover up shows you know what you were doing.
right.
Or else you wouldn't have tried to cover it up.
But this is my thing. Why cover it up? Why not tell it? So
Be
somebody could
you.
fucking
Yes.
know.
Be you. That's my whole thing. I've already accepted you for you. It's you who won't accept you. How? There's nothing
Exactly.
I can do about that.
I already could see what you done. Why don't you just go ahead and admit it and get it
Right.
on out here?
Yep. And when I realized that that's what it is, that's that saying. You could take a horse to the water, but you can't
But you
force them to
damn,
drink.
damn sure can't. Damn sure can't.
Because
They're gonna
I'm
run every
accepting
time.
the real person, but you won't accept you as your real person. Well, what do you do
Fact.
with that? There's nothing you can do. You just
Nothing
gotta
you could do.
smile and keep going.
Yup. Wish them the best, bro.
Yeah, it's hard, but I said to myself, I'm not gonna live in any illusion anymore, because if I choose and make exemption lists, then all sorts of illusions are gonna come at me.
Facts.
So I'm destroying all illusions, and I'm going to accept people for who they are. And just because it's something
Mm-hmm.
that I wouldn't do doesn't mean that I don't love you. It's just that we still cool, you know what I mean? It's just certain things that I don't want to do. But
This
don't be
is fact.
deceitful about who you do. What you want to do. I'm going to do what I want to do, but I'm not going to be deceitful, and you shouldn't either.
This is so real. And that's so real. It's the deceitfulness that cause people to get fucked up. Cause I'm
It's
like,
not the act.
I'm just like, why couldn't y'all be honest?
Right. That's
If
it.
you can't be honest with nobody, why can't you be honest with the family? And just lay it all fucking out here. Like people so afraid to tell the truth.
About themselves.
What?
And it's like they created the story, they performed the actions. That I'm like, it's like this
Exactly.
weird world that we live in where you get to perform actions, but then you try to I'm not supposed to talk about the actions that I just saw displayed.
Oh yes, please, thank you.
Exactly.
Weird.
It's deep. It's real
I'm,
deep.
I'm not living there no more. I
Mm-mm.
refuse to, because then, my children will do it to me, my grandchildren will do it to me.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Because I'm welcoming it in. So I'm done with all games, and you know I'm just done with it, and I'll accept people for who they are. That doesn't mean I would do it, but I have to learn, and I'm learning that. And that's what made me be able to see that, wait a minute, it's not me. I've always accepted you people for who you were, because I always like sort of knew, you know what I mean? But it's you that won't
I knew
accept
that
you.
was bad, but bruh,
Right. You knew it. Like, you
I
always, like,
knew
it was
y'all was
something
the
off with
motherfuckers,
you.
but damn.
Right. So
Like
I
I knew y'all was about that life, but damn. And it's the same way with my ancestors too, but that's a different story.
and I look at it like, you're punks. Who, you know what
Mm.
I mean? You're punks, a bunch of freaking
Bitch,
punks.
I had to come here and clean all this shit up. Fuck y'all. You better shut
Right,
up.
and that's what I'm doing. That's what I told my mother. I was like, you had me for a reason. I'm clearing all this shit up for all of us. Every generation, I'm clearing it up for. And you know what? When I keep going back, they keep going back. What they say, our eggs came from 13 more and 13 or whatever. That means if I just
Mm-hmm.
keep going back, I'm healing source.
I say
So that's my mission. We gonna heal together,
that's right. However that works. I
whatever
say
it looks like.
whatever it look like, whatever your healing look like. But I'm gonna tell you this: it is not okay for family to traumatize you. And it is not okay to keep going through it because somebody is your family. Because family is just that, a word.
Facts.
It's about who you resonate with. Because you're a cosmic being. Always remember that. Because once you start picking up, you might not resonate with certain people. And that's fine. Let it be. You understand what I'm just, let it be. And that's what I've been doing, Empress. I've been letting it fucking be. You know what
It's
I'm saying?
freeing.
Like, I'm
It's
tired of
freeing.
being like,
Hmm.
I done been the savior for so long. Over and understand what I'm saying. Every time, Empress, the fixer. But now, nope, I'm focusing on fixing myself. And this is my angle, understand, because of all that I'm dealing with my family. Like, they just not in a level to get there. You understand? It's good that you could have that talk with your mother and heal her, but I can't heal my mom. She not there. She just not there. I can't heal none of them. Like, they just not there, bruh. Like, they not there. And I realized that that's kind of why I separated from them, like back in like 2019. I really started, you know what I'm saying, cutting ties and stuff. And then like 2020, I really started cutting ties because I could see what was getting ready to happen to them. Like I could see people's death. Like, I think I done told people about that. Like, I can see stuff, but I don't ever say it because it don't have to be that way. You understand? Like, a cycle don't have to end the way that I see it. You understand what I'm saying? It's always a choice. You understand what I'm saying? But what's hard is that most times people make the choices to get them to what I see. And even though I'll be like, hey, don't do that, or hey, think about that, hey, wait, it don't change nothing. So that's when I got to the realization that I can't change the outcome. And I love my family. Like, I love my mom, but I done seen how my mom go. And I talked to her. I'm like, hey, you know, hey, just spiritual stuff. I be with her now. You understand what I'm saying? Like, when I come to them, it's real spiritual. Like, have you really thought about your soul? Or, you understand? Really, like, I be real deep, but they ain't trying to hear that, y'all. They ain't trying to hear that. So I can't help you. So now it's just like, I ask myself, I'm like, all right, so I can't save nobody with this gift. You understand what I'm saying? Like, the shit too real because you think you get a gift that you're going to be able to use it to change the outcome. Not always. No, not that I'm seeing. So then I just had to ask the great mother, like, well, why do I see all of this stuff about the world, about what's getting ready to happen, about my family, about people? And it still happened. I can't change it. And that's when I realized something. It wasn't never my point to change nothing because it can't be changed through me. But the point was for me to have the experience and to learn from it. So what am I going to learn from this experience that I'm having with my mother now before the end? What am I going to learn with the experience from my brother, my baby brother that I just found out got HIV too, that I knew was going to get it? How do I have this journey with him before it's his end? You understand? So I'm just starting to look at it different, y'all. Like, and enjoy the experience and realize this is my experience, not theirs. And so I'm creating my experience now and not trying to alter it. Do you enter and understand kind of where I'm going with that?
It just flow.
Ah, Shay, that was deep. I didn't even know this spiritual discussion was going to go there. But it needed to, probably. It needed to.
Yeah, you hit a lot of good points.
Mm-mm-mm. The Lunar New Year, y'all, the year of the dragon. So here it is. So it's going to be a lot of, we in it. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's just going to be a lot of reckoning, a lot of healing energy, and a lot of stuff for us to ascend. And it, like I said, as I've been talking to y'all, I just been really just thinking about my life and where I wanted to go, and really just thinking about what's happening around me and how I'm getting ready to fit into that with what I know's finna happen. You understand what I'm saying? Because I know it's coming. So I'm like, damn, how do I fit into this now? You understand what I'm saying? Because it's finna be a whole different reality, kind of. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm looking at that now. And I'm looking at it like, how do I operate now in this new plane? And I'm just starting to create what's going to give me my purpose. So for myself, I already know I'm a humanitarian. That's my but even before I even read my chart, I already knew. You understand? Because from little, I'm out there saving birds, saving animals, you understand, helping people, playing doctor. From little, I always thought that I had that purpose. Like, it was going to be something for humanity. Like, I always just looked at shit different than people. Like, other people look at stuff so superficial. Like, was anybody one of them children that could never look at shit superficial? You was just always looking at shit different, like from a different spiritual or other deeper perspective, and people be like, "Oh, you an old soul," and all of that type of shit.
Yep, all the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, me too.
There you go.
Yep.
So I
Yep.
think I shade. So I think we all already came here with our instructions and with our purpose. Is just in these times now, just living out that purpose and having these experiences and letting them affect us, but not affect us to but so a certain degree, but let it build us. And that's what I think. We just got to build off of these experiences, how we interacting with people and how we interacting with ourselves. And everything else is just going to be part of the journey or the progress in between. And that's all it is. You understand what I'm saying? That's all it is. The real work is the hardest work, I think, to ascension is yourself. I know that's been the hardest work for me, just dealing with myself and give me the self grace too. You understand? Like, I had to forgive myself for a lot. I don't know if anybody had to go through that, but just like forgive yourself.
I did. It was like AA. I had to forgive myself. I went to my children. I asked them to forgive me.
Mhm.
Like, it was, yeah.
And I still got to do that with my kids. That's on my next list. Because I had a lot of guilt, y'all, because now that I'm awakened, I could see a lot of stuff that I did with my kids that I wish I wouldn't have done, like Easter egg hunts or like getting my kids vaccinated. You understand? Like a lot of stuff that I done, thinking that it was the right thing because you understand what I'm saying. And now, I see different. And, I think about my kids, you understand what I'm saying, and my grandkids. And so, as I told y'all, I got some bad people in my family. And, I just be honest. You know, last year, I have a child, a daughter, and she always had problems, y'all. My baby always had problems. But enter and overstand, material wise, my children wanted nothing. And even mother wise, because I did all of that type of stuff. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I tried to give my children a childhood I never had because I ain't have one. So, like, I'm everything. You understand? Birthday parties, eat everything, sleepovers. I'm that mom, soccer mom, everything. But I made one mistake because I didn't know that my family was the enemy. I always thought that if anybody did anything bad to my children, it would be a stranger, somebody that I didn't know or think I knew, somebody that I didn't care for or felt like loved me. Hold on, y'all. This is deep, but I gotta say this. And so I found out that when my daughter was going over to my cousin's house, she was touched inappropriately. And that set off a chain of stuff in her that I could never understand, y'all. Like, I couldn't understand what happened. You understand what I'm saying? Because, like, my daughter didn't, like, go nowhere outside of me. Like, she couldn't go over to people. None of that. It happened when I sent her with her cousin, first cousin. So I found that out, and then I was like, Mom, what is it about these people? Because I always knew they was like, they never really treated me great, but I still like tried to be family. You understand what I'm saying? But it was a lot. You understand? Like I told you, I was a ward of the state. I was away from them. But then I was like, I'm going to come back and try to be family. You understand what I'm saying? So I was always the one who took people in, fed people, gave people money, helped people get apartments. Like that was me. You understand what I'm saying? Because I ain't never had a problem with material. I don't know why. I just ain't never had no problem with that. You understand? So I can always be in a position to help. But it was just deep to find out that your own family is the perpetrators of the crimes. And then it was even deeper to know that people in your family knew that these people was these motherfuckers the whole time, and ain't nobody never opened up their fucking mouth. And so now that I'm spiritual, I look on what happened to my daughter, and I look at like things like when I was pregnant at 17 and my vibration then. And so I understand now why she's so depressed. Because I was depressed. Hell, I was a ward of the state. And when you think about that shit and you really sit with it, you like, what was the purpose of this experience? Because I lived my whole life to protect my kids. And then you find out something like that happened. Years after it happened, though. And now I'm in this awakened state. It's a good thing that I found out now, y'all. Because if it was me from 5 years ago, I'd be in jail. Just telling y'all for real. But it's like even now, I still have to fight that part of me that want to hurt somebody now because y'all done hurt me. And I always gave y'all my heart. And to know you hurt my baby. And when you go to your mom and you're like, Mom, yo, why ain't you tell me this? All I done for you, this house, everything you got. Right now, you sitting on everything you got. I never showed you nothing but love. Why you ain't never tell me this about these people that they did this to you? You know what her answer was? That's life, Shawanda. You need to learn how to deal with it. And you know what? She was right. So now what can I do? Not much to change my outcome. It is what it is. You understand? I got to work with my daughter. That's why I'm here now, helping her get adjusted and move in somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to help her because I realized that it was my error that caused this to happen to you. So I gotta go apologize. I haven't done that yet because I don't even know the words to say. But I know I'm gonna find them. But you see how even in that I can't sympathize and empathize with my mom now because she got a child that's been hurt like that, which is me. But she dealt with that angle in a different way. She just let it happen. You see where I'm going with this? I like the cycle repeated on me, but I gotta try to take the energy and transmute it into something good, even though it's super fucking ugly right now. Super ugly. But it's the reckoning, ain't it? So I gotta deal with my shit too. Perfection is never perfect, tribe. And that's what I want to say. And I always tell anybody now that I done had that experience, man, don't take your eyes off your kids. Fuck what anybody talking about. Fuck what anybody fucking talking about. When you have some kids, fuck that. Fuck that. Because when I look at people now, there's so many people out here hurting kids. You would not be like what happened in my family, not happen in everybody's family, trust me. On some level. People just don't talk about this shit. So it's a lot of people not talking about people hurting kids. And because people not talking about it, that's how people still able to hurt kids.
Yep,
Because
that.
people not, you feel me though?
Mhm.
People not calling out the pedophiles in their family like this person hurt me.
Yep.
We have to clean our own houses and then we'll be able, it'll just flow out.
Exactly. You can't sweep nobody else's doorstep till you sweep your own. And so that's my angle right now. You understand what I'm saying? That's my experience. That's what I've been dealing with. You understand, like this last year, like just hella reveals about my family that's been like a real deal, just a pull of the veil off of my eyes and really just seeing everybody for what they are. And then just dealing with it, but also dealing with myself. You understand what I'm saying? Because part of that and trying to bring my kids into the family now has manifested something onto my children that I got to try to help. So it don't manifest onto my grandkids. Do you understand what I'm saying? So it's kind of multifaceted with me right now because I'm a grandma, right? So I'm on the other end of it now. Grandma is different, but it's like I'm a grandma now, but I'm way wiser than I was when I was a mom. But it's different now because I can't do but so much because they're not my children. You see where I'm going?
Yes, I know where you're going.
So I think about that a lot. I think about that a lot. And I just think about, okay, so what was the point of that experience? Maybe it was just to talk about it to people. You understand? Like, or maybe it was just an experience that I had to have to clear out this energy in my family because it's happened to so many people and nobody ain't never made it better. That's why I keep on happening. So when I thought about it, all in all, I was like, I hate that it's got to be me. But if this is a cross that I got to bear so that my grandson ain't got to bear this same cross, then let me put it on my back. You feel me, kind of?
Absolutely. That's how the cycle is broken.
Somebody got to stand in the gap, right?
Mhm.
So that's where I'm at.
And I feel like you're definitely on the right path in regard to your daughter And when the time comes, I have no doubt that you're going to say the right thing. As long as you speak from your heart, that's all that matters.
Exactly. Exactly. And I think that's the real key to healing and real shadow work. You understand what I'm saying? Because shadow work to me is funny because you never finish it. And it was like, I thought I just had it all figured out. You understand? Like you could get to not but like I had it, figured out. You understand what I'm saying? And then I was like, hold on. I did have it figured out, but in the revealing, in the revelations, I realized it was more shadows now that's got to come to the light. You understand what I'm saying? It's almost like I said, a Pandora's box. You just see a little string, you think you pulling it, before you know anything, you done pulled the whole carpet up. So that was what I was going through, tribe. So, and still am going through, but I thank you all for y'all's advice, and I thank you all for sharing because it really did help me. Like it really did because, you know, that's what I got to do now. I got to, you know, deal with all of this. Ashe.
Ashe.
Um, this was my last post right here. Did anybody get a chance to watch this 11 minutes?
I did.
You know, and I ain't gonna play it because y'all could just go watch this on your own because it's like a blind item, but it did have a lot to do with spirituality. And in this video, Maya was talking about basically being young, having your dream. You understand what I'm saying? Trying to follow it, but being a spiritual person. She kept on saying she was spiritual. Did you notice that, Susan, through the whole thing? She's like, I'm
Yes.
spiritual. You understand? And she was just talking about how the industry tried to make her sell her soul. Like she literally said, and then she went to talking about how like she got blacklisted because she wouldn't do them little sex rituals and you understand what I'm saying? Like, but at the end, they was talking about, she wasn't as successful as like Jay-Z, Beyonce, and all of them because they the ones who hit her with the blacklist. She wasn't doing all that Epstein Island shit with them. But what was deep about it was they was like, Jay-Z and them, of course, they had more money, but she was saying that spiritually, she was in a better place. And like, if you could look at the glow on that woman, did she look happy, Susan?
She really did. She really did. And yeah, I feel like that message was powerful.
Yeah. So that's why I put that in there because, you know, it's a lot going on and we all got different angles and things that we are put here by the great mother to do. So some of us is put here to put that frequency out here and entertain. You understand? I got a daughter that's doing it right now, independent. But, whatever your angle is, just always walk in your light and just know it's going to be all right. That's the way I look at this with her. I look at it as she really won. She didn't lose in none of it because she still got to do her craft. She's still spiritual and she looks way more better than what Beyonce and Jay-Z looking like. You could look at her and you could see the glow in her soul. And if you look at these celebrities or these clones or whatever the hell they got out here now, they eyes so dead. It's like, how much of yourself can you give up before ain't nothing of yourself left?
Yep, she definitely is winning. She's
Yeah,
winning.
I think that's the key. Whenever you choose yourself, you always gonna win. Whenever you choose something outside of yourself or what you know to be true, that's when you done lost. And she could have made a different choice, and she might be a bigger mega star than fucking Beyonce and them, because Maya was bad as hell. She was just as bad as Aaliyah and them. If y'all remember, you understand what I'm saying? Like, so she probably could have done the same thing they did. But if you look at it, she probably wouldn't have been as happy. Like, because all of that material didn't make them people happy. That's for damn sure. They're some of the most miserablest looking motherfuckers you ever done seen. I'm
True
like,
that.
shit too real. How can you have all that bread and just every day you just look miserable? It's all kind of death and all kind of shit happening with y'all. Like, they always got something. So that automatically tell you material ain't got shit to do with happiness. Do it.
Sure doesn't.
Sure don't. I'm trying to tell you, I'd rather have nothing and be happy than have the whole world and not be my soul be deleted, be miserable. Cause I'm gonna tell you something. If you got your soul happy, it don't matter if you ain't got nothing, cause you got eternal bliss always. You understand what I'm saying? But when your soul ain't right, and I know this because I could spend some money. I ain't up there with them, but I got enough money to spend it if I wanted to spend it. You understand what I'm saying? And have done it. And I'm telling y'all, you could go, you could buy all that shit. Y'all done it. If something ain't right with you, it don't fucking matter. You could put on them nice clothes, you still ain't gonna feel good, but to a degree. And that's what they doing. It don't matter how many lights flash on them, how many people tell them they beautiful, successful, how many accolades and awards they got, and how many trophies. They soul ain't right. So every fucking day is a miserable fucking day for them. Cause you can't buy no soul. Shit, they could go out here and buy whatever they want, but they ain't got love and happiness, so they ain't got shit. And when I say love and happiness, I'm talking about eternal love and eternal happiness. You get from when your soul right. You understand? That's a different type of feeling. I don't know if y'all know what I'm saying. Like, that's a different level. Like, I always thought that it was going to be the material that was going to make me, feel better, but it ain't have nothing to do with that. It was just a good meditation, and finding myself made me feel better than anything I could buy.
Yeah, it's definitely an inside job, as they say. The material things can temporarily protect us and make us feel good, so to speak. Temporarily is the key word, but if you're not right within, those things don't matter. Those external things don't matter.
This is facts. So the whole key for everything is what then? To go within. Ashe. Does anybody have any posts they want to share? I had to come back on here smiling because I know I dropped some heavy energy. So I had to come back on here.
No, I mean it was heavy, but I can relate to it so much because even me and my friend have been having those conversations for the last couple of weeks, and it's kind of I'm glad to see that we all are in the same realm of trying to heal that inner that we know we can't heal our family members by talking to them, but we have to go within and heal the line. Because I'm having those conversations like deeply every day within myself and with a friend of mine.
Yep,
Ashe.
and healing ourselves in a way is helping to heal others. It might not be as direct as having a conversation with them, specifically around whatever needs to be healed, but just our energy, our presence, our influence that, is surrounding us and exuding from us as we heal is powerful and healing to those around us.
It definitely is. Ashe. I agree 100% with that, Empress. I agree 100%. I agree with what both of you all said. That's very true. And it's good to know that people are also that y'all are like having these conversations and stuff too. That just let me know we all on the hive like it's something. You know what I'm saying? Causing us to, vibrate here. So that's good.
I agree. I was thinking that as I was listening to, people sharing, their experiences and what they've been working through presently and, in the recent past. And, I think there's something to that, I've been working through those same similar issues. I've been doing a lot of it through journaling.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't have a lot of people in my life, my physical life, who I can communicate with. So I've been recently, doing more with journaling and around these same topics. And I think there's something that's influencing us to be doing this shadow work at this time.
Mm-hmm. I think it is too. It's a reason why we're doing it at this time. Ashe. Well, anybody got anything else? I think this was a good discussion, you guys. Y'all got anything for me? Anything y'all want to share or bring to the table before we end it for today?
I had just put a little picture on the spiritual chat of just a quote or whatever you want, a phrase, whatever, that has been really helpful for me. And it I might have posted it here before. I couldn't remember, but I was just uh guided to post it again. And I just think that that's a really important message. Either way you win, as long as you
Mhm.
can learn in the process.
I agree 100% with this statement right here. Sometimes you win and sometimes you learn. But both ways you don't win. Ashe.
Yes. I have a quick question. Is anybody talking about this month being a leap year? What does that mean for us spiritually?
It's just a leap year. Shit, I
So
done
like
Yes,
been
are we
it
leaping
is.
so
leaping out
much.
of
Yes,
this
it is.
month?
Yep.
Oh, baby. Mm, 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 mm,
That
mm.
is a really good question.
Because I don't want to miss this jump, and this the jump to leap.
Well, I don't think you gonna miss anything, Empress, but that's interesting. I didn't know that this was a leap year. I knew it was the year of the dragon, though. So I knew that energy was coming back, but it's a leap year too.
And
Well,
yeah, it's not surprising that it's a leap year.
it's
What else
not.
can it be? Of
It's
course it's
got
a
to
leap
be.
year.
So we finna quantum leap, y'all. That's what leap years mean. Leap years, quantum plane. So you is getting ready to do something spiritually, but over now I know they finna come with the bullshit. No wonder I said I wanted to have that meditation on 222. Mm, that's deep. So okay, so this is what I feel about leap years. That's exactly what it is. But over and understand when they talking about a leap, they just talking about a quantum leap for you. spiritually, not a physical. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like a quantum leap. So that day or whatever that they miscalculated or whatever, it's a miscalculation and a calculation. So over and understand, you getting ready to be more affected by the magnetism of what happens in between that time for that month right there that they took out, because it's a month that they took out. That's the day that they have to take. You understand what I'm saying? For the leap years, in order to get their calendar to work. It's basically the 13th zodiac, y'all, is what I'm saying, or the circle in the middle of the zodiac, or your all, everything. You understand what I'm saying? You gonna come on, you understand what I'm saying? Like it's the hidden timeline in there that they done hid in this calendar. Over and understand, this calendar is what, the Gregorian calendar or whatever, and y'all know they went through and did a whole bunch of math and shit to fuck us up so we wouldn't know what was happening in the astral plane in a race of, and you understand what I'm saying? But over and understand, that quantum leap is still gonna happen within you. That day still exists, just not on their calendar. Do you understand where I'm going? That day is still going to exist for you. Whatever's going to happen on that day, you still going to get it. Over and understand. So basically, you're going to be quantum leaping this whole month because it's another month in here that's hid. You get what I'm, long story short.
Yes. Okay. Okay, I'm following.
So you probably done been having a whole bunch of time glitches in.
Yes.
See, this is what's, hold on.
Yes,
I
I've
thought
been
I put
putting
it
stuff
in
somewhere
here.
and then I go and it's not there.
Yeah, I thought I put that thing in here, but maybe I didn't. Hold on, y'all. Let me look real quick. I'm looking in my media. Cause I was showing it. I had here it go. Hold on, y'all. Let me share my screen. Cause I had to look it up, but I got it in here for y'all. I just didn't talk about it for some reason, but I wanted to, because I'm glad you said something about that though, Empress, because this got to do with that too. But I didn't even know it was a leap year, so thank you for that information, because I ain't been on time, y'all. I ain't sad. I don't even be knowing what day it is. I thought today was Monday. I got up, y'all. I fired my computer up. I was on that bitch typing. I'm like, why ain't nobody here, nigga? Nobody here yet? I'm messaging people, y'all. I was on it for about an hour. And then I was like, wait, what's today? I was recalling messages, y'all. But anyway, this is what I wanted to show y'all. Hold up. Y'all can see my screen.
Yeah,
I've seen some really creepy stuff.
Oh, wait, we can't.
But nothing like this.
Can anybody see it?
Now I can.
I can see.
You could see it, but you couldn't see it when I clicked that picture.
I saw the picture of the tree in the sky.
Okay, so
Yeah, me
y'all
too.
can see it. So y'all can see it.
I've seen some really
Yeah.
creepy
Okay, check this out.
stuff. But nothing like this. There's a palm floating right in the middle of the air. It's not attached to wires or anything like that. Wow. Really impressive.
There it is. Well, it makes sense kind of why that tree floating now. It makes sense about a lot of stuff, but yeah, the tree floating, that's kind of like a Mandela effect. With that tree right there, you saw that tree floating on the density of the plasma energy. So
Yeah.
that means that there has to be, it's a portal somewhere over there, or either the dimensions is split. You understand? Like he is deep, but you understand what I'm saying? Because that ain't nothing but straight plasma energy that's causing that tree to float. Because it's more dense, so everything and plasma energy floats. That was very interesting though, but I'm saying that to say this, like the leap year, if it's a leap year, I really didn't know that. That's crazy. Thank you for that, Empress. I'm gonna really have to really get hard on some stuff that week, then the week before the leap, because yeah, it's gonna do something to us metaphysically for sure. So definitely get ready for some real deal heavy frequency attacks. And then y'all know March, they probably gonna pull the trigger on something. It'll probably either be the end of February or it's gonna be early March, because y'all know once we leave, then it's gonna be on. Because they've been firing up CERN like a motherfucker. That might also be why that tree floating too, because their ass opened up another one of them damn portal. Who knows? They done been fucking with time. So who knows? But yeah. Anything else? Anybody else got anything tried? Thank you for that question, Empress, and thank you for making me aware of the leap year.
You're definitely welcome. So we're gonna leap in consciousness, because that's
Mm-hmm.
how I kind of feel like my consciousness is getting greater and
Yeah.
greater.
Because I think that month is linked to one of these planetary bodies that they don't want us to know about. I gotta look more into that, y'all, because I know it's really they really got the months and everything, all of that. The increments and stuff is wrong. The math is wrong. We know that because that's why we got the leap years or whatever. So yeah, they fucking with the time, but it ain't gonna matter for us. Yeah, we finna leap. That's what that means when you leap year. You finna leap. Might be some leap year babies born this year. That's gonna be real crazy.
I was just about to say I came early. I came on the 20th and not that 28th thing. So, but a friend
Oh,
of mine did. So that 1 degree Pisces that I am, it just, whenever the energies start changing, especially when I'm close to water and sun, I go to sleep and everything just comes. So I've
yeah.
definitely been feeling a lot
They
of what's
say them
happening
leap
this year.
year. Yeah, I say. They say them leap year baby special. So somebody finna have some leap year star seeds. This finna be interesting. Them motherfuckers might come out zapping shit. Now, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. But they gonna be powerful though. Yeah, so expect some upgrades and also expect some frequency attacks. That could be why they've been fucking with our towers and stuff too. So just, keep up your auric defenses, stay meditating and everything. But we definitely getting ready to get an upgrade in, but we definitely getting ready to get another upgrade. Like we done had 3 upgrades already. We have one on 2-2, we got one on 2-4, and then we got the 222 portal opening up too. And then now on top of that, I done found out it's a leap year. So, they ain't even hardly said that this was Black History Month. Y'all noticed that? Or is it just me?
I've been noticing that that it seems like they're showing a lot of really negative things during Black, and saying it's Black History Month in a way, but there's an excess of real negativity, real low vibrational things that they're showing with Black
Mm.
people, quote unquote Black people.
Mm.
I just feel like they're trying to take that if there is any energy around that, they're just trying to lower it as much as possible. That's what I've noticed anyway.
Yeah, I noticed they haven't mentioned it. Usually they keep talking about it, do commercials, advertising.
Yeah,
I ain't
you
heard
see
none of that.
Martin Luther King at least 2 or 3 times.
Hmm Then
Right. Yeah.
Tyler Perry movies, they write, like
Yeah, they
somebody
run you
want
to
to see this.
death. And that
Yep,
damn 12 years of motherfucking slave. Hey,
yep,
every goddamn Black History Month, that got to come out, and
yep,
Harriet and all of them. So I was just wondering, I'm like, it's Black History Month. I ain't heard Al Sharpton or none of them get
mm-mm.
up there and let go of no balloons or nothing.
They can't breathe, Empress. He can't breathe neither. He ain't right neither. He over there trying to catch his breath.
Yep.
Say they can't catch their breath to even get up there, boy. Any
Mm-mm.
day now, I think
They
Joe Biden
struggling.
just gonna fall over on the podium, y'all.
I know
He
they're
ain't gonna
setting
even.
that up for that to happen, even though it already happened long ago.
Right, but they really setting that up to happen, y'all. Like, is anybody like he gonna fall out on the podium?
For sure. They're talking about it now, because they want that narrative for whatever their plan is, they want that to be out there.
Push
Uh,
Kamala, oh, double lizard tongue ass out here on our ass, but she ain't finna make it neither.
I hope
Let
not.
me just no,
I
she
hope
really
not.
not.
Mm-mm. Like you said, they all
They
gonna
all finna
they gonna
go,
suffer first.
that's a clone anyway. That's not really Kamala, y'all. I just look when you see her and they show her neck, and they show
Good.
her
I knew
neck.
you was gonna say that.
Look right here. You gonna see the flap from the mat. Look right, just right here, this spot right here. All of them. Just start looking right here. You gonna see a little line. You gonna know that's not.
Yeah.
And
She
then
might
you got
try to wear a necklace or something over there, a
it,
little choker
man.
on or something, a scarf.
She do a scarf. She have on chokers. She be having on turtlenecks. Now that we done been talking about that
Turtlenecks.
double
Yeah.
chin, and fucking Jill last, you ain't even seen her no more since she came out when she was all high on coke with her son, and she came out and you actually saw the two gills right there, motherfucker. Please, ain't nobody got no gills on their neck to go like this, y'all. Who? You got a flap of skin that go from here, this part of you, to there on both sides, nigga. What's that? That's a lizard the last time I checked.
Yep. Wow. You're right. I haven't seen her in a minute.
I'm telling you, she came out there on that porch. Everybody, well, I know I was one of them that pointed it out. Like, wait, y'all talking about Hunter being high? Did y'all see this bitch neck? I don't know, y'all. They looking extra ribbity though. Couple months, they looking extra like like
Yeah.
hey, they
And
looking extra.
the empath in me, kind of feels a little bit bad for them, but then I stop. Like, fuck them.
It's just funny to see it. I say that, but we gonna see what they finna do. But Joe, they need to go. Man, why they even still trying to hold it? It looks so dumb. Like
I
who?
know. They a
Like
joke.
y'all, come on. This is a fucking joke. Excuse me for saying it, but y'all, this nigga got up here. He was up there. What was it? 2 days ago, talking about he had talked to some dead people.
Yep.
I'm like, he getting ready to go. He talking to the other side.
Malfunctioning, that's for sure.
They saying, "Come on, time for you. Come over here so you can get this ass whipping."
Yeah, I'm
So
like, bruh, he talking to the dead, y'all. It ain't much longer for this old motherfucker. Now, I would not be shocked if they didn't say he died in like March, April, and then they rolled Kamala out for this fucking war. With her
something up
in
their
there bad.
sleeves.
You see where I'm going with this? Because Ain't nobody
Mm-hmm.
gonna elect her ass for sure. But if Joe was to die right now, who would come into the office? Right now, when we in the middle of them talking about they finna start their World War. Ain't that what we said they put her ass in there for to begin with?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we did.
Yep,
Yeah.
I remember that.
So let's just see what they finna do, because they know their fucking plan ain't gonna work. But let's just see. I'm gonna tell you like this. If Joe go and Kamala come, we already know what's next. Because they need a melanated woman, somebody with a little some melanin in them to try to implement this shit that they getting ready to do. Ain't gonna work, but they still need melanin. So really, to me, I feel like we are our own worst enemy right now. You understand what I'm saying? Because it's not going to be them that's going to push the buttons on us. It's going to be us. That's why they got all of them black people up in New York right now over the government. And if you notice, all of a sudden, all of these offices, all you see is melanated black people. Black corrupt people too at that, because they understand what's going on up there in New York. But when they let this shit fall down, you understand who the people gonna be to carrying it out. That's why they did it like this. You understand what I'm saying? It'll be the ultimate way to make us even look worse. You understand what I'm saying, though? All the melanated women they got up there, they probing and stuff now. You understand? All kind of crazy shit. Why is that? All of a sudden, that's all you seeing from the Democrats. I'm just being real. Is melanated people fucking it up right now? Corrupt as fuck, doing all kind of stuff. Am I right or wrong? I'm not wrong.
Oh, you're right. You are right. Yep.
So
And
they
I was
pushing
saying
out a narrative.
they're doing the
Hmm.
same with any melanated celebrities. You know,
Hmm.
they're putting the worst of the worst out there.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. And they're gonna pay for that too.
Yep.
Sell out.
Yep. You understand what I'm saying? It's real funny to me. You understand? Not to get it wrong. If somebody do something wrong, whether they melanated or not, they need to be called out. But as hard as y'all calling out Puffy, what about all y'all people that's still free? Bill Clinton ass still running around here right now. Why he ain't no cuff? A lot of them that's on that list ain't on that free as a bird. We know that we got evidence. It's actually court. You understand what I'm saying? Right now, he going through some civil shit, but we already know it was some real shit with that. You understand? So why ain't they? What's going on? That list came out. You saw, heard about it for one day. That shit came out, and then every distraction on earth, wasn't it, y'all? And you ain't heard hardly nothing else.
And the listing came out a couple times over the
Yeah.
last couple of years.
Right.
And disappeared.
Hillary on that list. All of them. Shit. Who ain't on the list? That's the question. I hate to say it like that. But
The
all these
ones they
motherfuckers
deem
still
crazy
free.
that's on drugs.
Hmm. All that shit with Oprah and Tyler Perry and all of them, all that shit that they done been doing, they free. So that let me know right there, y'all being selective as to who y'all calling out. Do you calling people out and you revealing dirt for a reason on a certain subset of people? Why is that? They on demon time.
Exactly.
They want to everybody's opinion of melanated people to be bad. So when this shit go down, it'll be easier to wipe them out. I'm just telling y'all the truth. Ain't that what Hitler did to the Jews?
Well,
Y'all,
you
come
know we're gonna
on.
lose
It was
more
the
than
propaganda, remember? Made them seem all like murderers, rapists, non-corrupt people, all of this shit. and then convinced everybody in the world that they was the real bad ones, they was the problem or whatever. I think that the Jews tried to do it to us, but then the energy done reversed and everybody's seeing it's getting revealed on them what they ass doing, and now they in a fucking panic because ain't shit they could do. You understand what I'm saying? I think their plan was to shift the shit on us, but now it's shifting back on them because all them tunnels, bunkers, every fucking thing coming loose. So it's kind of like they got a narrative that they pushing, but it's another narrative that's being revealed in all of this too that they ain't got no fucking control over.
Yeah, I think we protected in this. That's why it's going back to
Mm-hmm,
them.
mm-hmm,
It's a wrap.
mm-hmm.
This is the last.
Yep.
So it's like,
And I just think that, the people who sold they soul, whether you melanated or not, you got to be judged, right? So since they sold down here, they got to be judged in their courts down here, don't they? Too bad. I'm getting out the way. Hey, whatever happened to anybody that's melanated in the government right now, I really don't give a fuck. I bet you I ain't moving one fucking muscle when they do it. Do you hear me? Whatever they do, because they're gonna do something to try to get somebody to move. Not me. I'm gonna sit my ass right here or wherever. I won't be here, but in my house. I'll be in my house or wherever I'm at, wherever the universe at me. But I'm not getting involved in none of this stuff, y'all. And I definitely ain't going to no polls this year. The hell no. So that's where I'm at with it, tribe. I think I ain't got nothing else today. Anybody got anything else?
When you said the government isn't doing anything, I saw the mayor of New York at the Ralph Lauren fashion show, front seat. I'm like, boy, ain't you got some immigrants to go deal with
Oh,
there? he's at the
Right.
fashion show.
how the fuck you at a fashion show,
He be
nigga?
up in
And
the.
I
It's
just
on
seen,
YouTube, and I
I
just see
just
he's just in the front row chilling. I'm like, okay, that's what time we on? Okay.
that is obviously what time his old tight lip ass on, motherfucker. I just seen a video out from up there, girl on the subway looked like she'd have been sex trafficked, hitting a crack pipe right there on the subway. Nigga, get your ass up that runway. Get
Every
your ass
damn
down there
day.
to the subways
Every
and shit
damn day.
and
This
clean
girl
this shit out.
spit on Friday. She was coming in. Nobody gave her money. She turned around. She just spit right in the middle of the pose, and everybody just sat there. But she's a beautiful girl. I remember her when she was like going to work. She was beautiful. Somebody done did something to her, and
That's
she
what I
just
just said.
slowly declined. And it's so sad to watch.
I said that on the post. I looked at her. She's young. I was like, yo, who done sex trafficked this girl or hurt her? People laughing and stuff on this. I couldn't believe that. New York, some people so low vibrational up there around you, Empress. I don't know how you could do it. Because I was sitting there and I looked at the lady and she hit the pipe, right? Now, this is a young girl. She young, y'all. Come on. And when she hit the pipe, she coughed and spit. Immediately tell me you ain't used to hit no crack, girl. You ain't really done inhale no crack. Them fresh lungs. This is the key. Because nobody went paying. Nobody ain't asked that girl, did she need some help? Or what was wrong? Everybody pulled out a camera and just was recording. I was like, what have we come to? And it was a black woman recording this black girl laughing. A couple of them. I'm like, y'all ain't got none of the great mother in y'all to even sense it. And look at that child and tell she in trouble.
It's almost time though. If you could just feel it, you could
It
see it.
got to
They
be.
shutting
It got
down
to
all
be.
everything here. The Rite Aids, everything's getting shut down. They building some massive building somewhere around here. You just know it's almost time. So we're just like, going through the. I probably, you know,
You going through
We'll
the
get to
motion
going when it's time. But you could tell, you could see the signs that it's
on the writing on the wall.
yeah, yeah.
Mm.
It's almost time. And I mean I have provisions for if I have to leap, I leap. But where I gotta go, there's worse happening. There's some last night in my country. There's some guy crawled through a window, slit a baby's neck, 1 year old, talking about he needed to spill the blood to cleanse the village. And I was like, see, now if I have to go back there.
I wouldn't go back there neither though.
So I gotta choose between. I'm like, I gotta cleanse there before I get there. So it's like you got to see how you got to balance it. Like you here or you're not in the middle of everything, just speaking with people and just trying to get a tribe together so we could be on the same page and be out when it's time to be out. That's all.
I say, well, stay dangerous, Empress. You understand? It'll all come together for you. Keep on meditating on it and asking the universe to give you your location. That's what I did. Shit, I'm down here in Augusta. Fuck it. I'm away from every fucking thing. Shit, got me fucked up. I was by Atlanta. I was in Kennesaw. Too close. Mm-mm. They talking about the migrants in Atlanta now taking over fucking houses and shit. Talking about they got people out there boarding up the houses with fucking metal doors and metal over the like the shit that you put for hurricanes and shit. They happen to put the metal up with the net with the the real deal shit to keep the fucking people out. I'm like, this is a fucked up earth where people so greedy that you will know people are homeless and you will board up a house so they can't live in it, but ain't nobody using it. That's one. But two, because you boarding up that house, now you finna make these motherfuckers real desperate and they finna start breaking into people's houses that they can break into. You understand that's a more softer target. Because I would have much rather for them to went into them abandoned houses that was open than for them to not be able to get in there and get ready to come in on somebody that ain't. You understand what I'm saying? Because that's where it's going.
Right. It's like they pushing that narrative to make them
You
do it.
pushing it. You pushing these people. You understand? You pushing them, and you already know they're the worst people anyway. That they could have done sat up here, unloaded their jails and everything with the motherfuckers that they sent up here. You stack them all into the cities where the densely populated areas. Why is that? When you got all of this fucking land and space all through here. Don't make no sense. Other than for them to want to destabilize the cities and stuff so they could put in martial law.
Yep.
I always wondered how they was gonna do it. And then when I saw them migrants coming, the great mother told me they was all gonna die. That was the first thing that I heard that I had got. I was like, they bringing them up here to die. But I didn't know why I was getting that message. But now I understand why I'm getting that message because they finna do all of this shit to them people and us at the same fucking time, y'all. It's crazy because if the migrants had any sense when they came up here or whatever, they would at least knew the lay of the land so they could have knew, like, they didn't research it or nothing. You just come up this bitch like it's the stupidest thing ever. That would have been just like all of us going over to Africa and just migrating over there. You understand? It's the stupidest thing ever. You don't know nothing about this land, really, nothing about this area. If war breaks out, you at the worst disadvantage, motherfucker. And we got every advantage because who know your hood better than you? Enter and overstand. They sent them all up here because they knew what was gonna happen in the major cities. They know them shit's finna sink and shit. But they wanted the native lands that them people was on so they could build. You understand? Or put their new clones there, robots. Enter and understand what's going. They understand all of the migrants from Africa up there to Italy and England and shit, and all of the rich people is leaving. Motherfucker King Charles and them gone. What the fuck? Ain't nobody finna be showing their face, but they sending everybody. You understand what I'm saying? That shit flooding, that shit quaking. You got Iceland, goddamn, the whole city's, fucked up. Like, them people ain't paying no attention, y'all. They sending them up there for the end. They sending these migrants up here for the end. They just finna use them as a tool to start the martial law. Then once they start the martial law, I guarantee you these Walmarts gonna turn into concentration camps and motherfuckers gonna be getting their lights turned out. If that's the plan that they could go along with. You understand what I'm saying? But I don't think that plan is gonna be able to happen because I think Mother Gaia getting ready to hit us first. But I honestly think that was their plan. Like that they want to do the martial law thing, and then you understand what I'm saying. That would make sense. Because that's the same way Hitler and all of them did. You understand? Like you gotta go back through the world wars and see what they did and see the shelter in place. That was all Hitler shit. Shelter in place came from Germany. You had never heard that term before. So if you want to know what their plan was, just go back and look at what fuck happened in Germany, how they, you understand, was able to, you understand, change them people to the point that they was able to get people's minds so fucked up that it was okay for them to take and exterminate people. And they showing you the people that they showing you that they saying they exterminated, it wasn't. It was really people, Egyptian people. Ugh, it's just deep. It's deep. I don't even want to have that conversation today.
Oh, Empress, do you know what they're telling them to make them leave their home and just come? Like, I wouldn't just pack up and go somewhere I've never been with no
You
money.
know what it is, Empress? It's extreme poverty.
Okay.
We think we got it bad up here. Them motherfuckers dying from cholera and shit now, that bitch. You ain't even got clean water. So just for them to be able to come up here and go in a public area and drink some water is a come up. I hate to be like that, but I'm just telling y'all, for some people, it's really tough. So when
That
you look
makes
at like, you know, it's got to be something real. Now, some of them I think it's just clones that they
just
controlling.
wondering. Because it's like all over the world.
Yeah.
Like, how do you get this many
You hit them with a
at one
frequency. You
time?
can hit them with a frequency too,
Yeah,
Empress. Because I wouldn't understand, like, why are you running to Italy and Italy's underwater right now? Do that make sense to you? Why all them Africans running up there?
that's mm,
All them Arabs running up there, but wait a minute, ain't down there just Saudi Arabia just created a whole green oasis out of the desert, motherfucker. You wanna ran there first?
yeah. I'm wondering if they're saying they're gonna get something. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm wondering
Well,
what
they
is
is
making them
paying them
move.
now. You know, they are getting some money up here and they are getting benefits. And that's another thing too. You know, like it's a lot of plays going on with this because they are paying them and stuff. And that's the same thing they did when they gave them our titles before. I think some of them is here to fight and kill and destabilize. They're getting ready to use them for that, for sure. And terrorize. It's getting ready to happen. Man, I wouldn't doubt if in NY you wouldn't start to have some of them sleeper cells just start being in subways, slashing people and everything, y'all. Because that's what's happening in England right now. People getting slashed and all kind of shit by them migrants. I just saw a video the other day, a day ago, over there in England, where one of them was on the damn subway. You know the little trains. They don't have trains, subway. They had the little trains. You know the little trains. They got this fast train. It was a women standing out there waiting for the train. You know, and there was some men out there too. This dude, this Arab dude just came walking. You know they hate women anyway. The motherfuckers fucked up in the brain. Look, he was just walking, just socking women in the face, knocking them all the way down. It was white women, but still, they still fucked up. You understand what I'm saying? Socking women, just socking women. And when the women realized it, and some of the men was still standing there. I'm like, you see this motherfucker, punk ass motherfucker, hitting and attacking women who's unsuspecting, and you ain't gonna say nothing because this was so crazy about the people over there. You know how everybody looking like this on their phone. You looking down, right? It was the security camera that caught him, understand? So everybody's distracted, which is the problem. Because when I'm out in public, I ain't got my phone in my hand, never. But all of them did or was looking down. So he just knocking bitches out from the back. Boom, they falling. Other people ain't noticing until he got to about the fourth woman. That's when people looked up from their fucking phones and realized that he just walking down the fucking plank, knocking bitches out. Then after they noticed it, they still looked at him or whatever. So he started running and just was running after women, just hitting them. Boom, boom. He knocked one woman out so hard she about fell onto the tracks. And then that's when the fucking men started chasing him. But his shit, he was already up the thing by then. He had to knock about 6 or 7 women.
It's
Then
crazy.
it's real. I saw another one video, and I have to ask myself sometimes, are these videos coming out to turn us against the migrants like they did, with us, or is this like for real? But these is real people recording this stuff like on TikTok and shit. So you gotta believe a little bit, like you gotta just look at it like some of this seem like real life situations. So this another one, you understand? It was a woman, she was in her house or whatever over there. The motherfucker was climbing up the damn fire escape or whatever with a fucking knife, y'all, like a long ass butcher, just climbing up there to kill her ass. I don't know what happened to the woman because she looking at him. I'm like, bitch, stop looking at him climbing up the thing and I would been getting out the front door. You hear me? Or either getting my gun because I got I'd have been getting my gun probably. But anyway, they ain't got guns over there, so that's the problem too. So I'd have been at least getting up out of there if I see a motherfucker coming up the fire escape after me with a butcher knife, right? So she out there like, please leave, please leave. Man, this dude done came, he done kicked, the patio, you know how you had the patio window or whatever. Girl, he done kicked that shit like Jason. And that's when the fucking video cut off. I was like, Lord have mercy. And I don't even come like, Lord, please send them something. Look, y'all need y'all, Lord, to help y'all. Because that's crazy. So if they going through
It
that,
is.
y'all, it's coming here. And they set us up by design for that. But the question still is going to be, we all got a choice, don't we? To choose to be in it or to choose to be out of it. You understand what I'm saying? So for me, that's why I'm out here, because I'm just like, I want to be a little bit of a bird's eye away from it. You understand what I'm saying? Because the frequency on the migrants ain't right. I think some of them is clones that they controlling, but I think some of them are just desperate ass people too that's coming up here with them. And then I think we got terrorists in there with them.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's a mixture of people, and that's what's making it confusing, you know?
Y'all. That's what I think that's making it a little bit confusing. But I do think like they got some, people that they controlling, like some sleeper cells or some shit like that they gonna do to cause some type of terror attack or something like that. I really do. And I mean, it's just common sense. You can't open up your borders and be letting all of these people from all around the world, y'all. Why is everybody from around the world coming here? All that land y'all got. Think about that, y'all. They ass coming from the South America and from Canada and here. Why? It ain't land nowhere else. Like, think about how far a trip that is for people from China and shit. That's coming up in here. Africa and shit. You got
Yes.
people from Africa and shit coming up in this bit from down there,
Yeah.
all everywhere around the world.
Like when I went to the gas station the other day, I came back home and I'm like, yo, there's some African at the gas station. Like, and you could tell that he was pumping the gas for me or whatever, because we're in Jersey, so we don't pump our gas. But and I'm like, what the, and I was so shocked. He was pleasant, he was nice, he was, you know what I mean? But I was just
Mm-hmm.
shocked because I don't see, even though they tell me I'm African American, you don't see Africans in the area that I live in, not real
Mm-hmm.
Africans. So it stuck out like a sore thumb to me.
We've had a lot of Africans, like in North Carolina, we got a lot of not like just Africans, period. North Carolina over there where I used to live at. It was like, but understand, like they came here the right way. You
Right,
understand
I'm
what I'm
telling you, he
saying?
was working, at the gas station. He was working.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to tell y'all too. So you know they can work now, y'all. So they can actually work. They ain't gotta have no social security card to work. Now I'm like, God damn. But
And
they
they're
were
giving
saying that. Go ahead.
oh, I was just going to say they're giving them $30,000 in housing and food and whatever vouchers to get them on their feet.
Think if
That's why.
somebody gave you, think if they would have gave that $30,000 to each American right now, where we would be at. It's the setup, y'all. Clear as day. You ain't got no money, and they giving somebody else money to come and set up where you at. Don't that sound like a $5 Indian to you?
Sure does.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm done. Didn't they let them motherfuckers come up in here and take our titles and wrote their name down on a piece of paper and made them sit? These motherfuckers getting ready to be able to vote. Did y'all know that?
Yeah, some people say that's one of the motivating factors and,
Mm-hmm.
having them come over here so they'll vote
Since
for.
when
Hmm.
can you vote and not even be an American citizen?
I know.
My thoughts are this ain't no more America. They playing with us. Cause hey, it can't be. That's my thoughts on it because I can't enter and understand who passed the bill for y'all to give them 30, all of that shit. Because from my understanding, there wasn't no bill that passed through Congress about no immigration to give them that shit. So this just some shit y'all taking from city funds right now. Uh-oh. And who was them city funds for? Probably the low income areas, all that shit you was supposed to do when you got all of that money after George Floyd and stuff to defund the police and do something for us. Oh, y'all giving it all to them. So then you gotta ask yourself, was the George Floyd shit a psyop so they could get our money, so then they could use our money to usher in these goddamn migrants?
Could be.
They're always finding a way to fuck us.
Ain't they? Since 40 acres and a motherfucking mule, we can't win with these bitches. I'm just saying. They screw us out of every fucking thing. Because in them major cities, y'all, they hitting our money for the low income areas. All of them city funds that they getting ready to take, poor people depend on the city, not the rich people. Poor people need them services. So when them services run out of money, who gonna be affected? Black people. They know ain't but so much money for Medicaid. Y'all giving them Medicaid and all of this shit. Food, ain't but so much money allocated every year for food stamps. You giving these motherfuckers all that shit. What's gonna happen when it run out for the fiscal year? Because it's probably close to already. Many of them motherfuckers they giving the shit.
And then Empress, I think you posted it. They're removing, or someone I seen. It was a post about the food stamps where they're eliminating some form of the benefit of what some benefit that federally that everyone is receiving.
Yep. And they did something with the earned income credit too.
Wow.
They hitting it. Y'all look. They not gonna be successful at what they're doing, but it's just good to see the parts that they're moving on the board so you know how to operate in it. That's all I could say. Like I done told everybody, if you depending on the government for anything right now, you done lost. Any of them services, you done lost. Like all them people that's getting food stamps, man, I'm glad I wasn't never dependent on it. Thank you. Because I sure would be, man, can you imagine what happened to them people if right now them motherfuckers cut that card off like they did last year on their ass, but cut it off and then cut the bitch back on?
Right. That would be dangerous.
It's coming. Y'all know this is what's getting ready to hit. Because who got the money for all of these migrants getting all these food stamps all of a sudden, y'all? They already done started shutting down services in the major cities saying they got the deficits or whatever, and the government ain't giving them no money to break the deficits, so they already done said they're going to have to decrease services. I think Mayor Adams even talked about that. But why are
But
you...
if you think about it,
Go ahead.
that's not their fault. You know why? Because they're the people that, if you're receiving this benefit and it's something needed, the amount of us that are here that could be receiving it, right? Legally, whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? Receiving it. That amount of people could go bum rush to the damn offices and be like, we're not having this. And then, of course, some of us would back them up. But they got to make that first step because it's their benefit. We can't fight for their benefit. Like,
Facts. The sad part about it is they too brainwashed to fight for their own.
if you're so brainwashed that you're receiving, if they're paying your grocery bill every month, right? Or a big portion of it, or any portion of it that's needed, you can't do it yourself, right? So if you're that brainwashed that the master is telling you he's going to take it away and you're not going to go question it, then that's on you, really. Because you're not even, the amount of them that can go and stop it, the amount of people that are on it, maybe half of them could go.
These the same people that won't even go to the CEO and ask for more money so they don't have to go. Do you hear me?
Yeah, so and that's why it's like you just got to back up with some of this because like I'm not going to fight your battle. I may help you out or whatever if you need my assistance, but I ain't your front man.
I'm getting out the way because if you're looking for another government to feed you, bro, you would can't wait to me.
Like,
like for real, like if everybody got to take personal accountability, right? So personal accountability in these times. If you want some stamps, bro, and you see the way this shit going, and you ain't already off them bitches by now, if you just wait and wait until the damn rug get pulled out from under you, then you gonna have to deal with that rug. But they'd have been playing with these people food stamps since last year. Cutting that card on and off when they want to, cutting benefits. The damn food stamp office ain't open no more. You can't even go in there to see nobody. You got to do virtual appointments and everything. So, they've been shutting the shit down. So if you understand, that's just like if somebody keep on fucking with your water. Eventually, they're going to shut it off, right? So shouldn't you be making plans to find another source of water?
Facts. Yeah.
They should have been making plans, Empress. Every time they go to the fucking grocery store, they could see they getting less and less in their fucking cart. Motherfuckers be too concerned with hip hop and twerking and fucking Cardi B. See, that's the problem. And Offset and them motherfucker when you need to be worried about what's in your fucking freezer and how you finna feed your family. Excuse me, y'all.
It's true.
It's real. Like, these people gonna be in bad shape, y'all, a little bit. Though, for real. If they like when they snatch these people, because it ain't if it's gonna happen. It's just a when right now. We all know this. Like, and that's what I'm like. I'm like, y'all don't see the writings on the wall, how much of a hard time they giving y'all and stuff. You know, for our parents and stuff that was on that assistance or people that check used to come every day like clockwork. Them stamps used to be on there, that little book or whatever. It was never no delays. You understand what I'm saying? This last year or so, they done delayed. You can't find public houses. Section 8 shut down. Every fucking thing, every sign is at them. That the jig up, bruh, you ain't gonna be able to live off nobody but yourself. The government dead. You gotta govern yourself. But these people still want to stay stuck. They getting ready to get caught in the crosshairs, the crosswinds, bruh. Cause hey, they could have took $10 of stamps and went and got them 1,000 seeds and been out here like Johnny Appleseed right now, and they wouldn't be hungry this summer. I'm telling you. And I said it last year. I was like, man, go get you some seeds, go throw them out there on the sides of the highway and shit where all them trees and shit at it. Just let them bitches grow. Look, if everybody would have done that, it would have been plenty food right there growing all in the nature. It'd have been ready about this year. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm for real.
It's true. Coming back year after year.
Yup. Take some of them damn food stamps and go throw some fucking seeds in your neighborhood, some watermelon patch seeds or something in some of that vegetation. You know, watermelons will grow off anything. You could damn near throw the seed in the ground and do nothing. Like, why do people act like this? You understand what I'm saying? Like, I never
Strawberries too.
understand.
Strawberries too. They just
Yeah,
they
blueberries,
reseed every year.
all the
Yep.
berries, all
Blueberries.
the berries. Man, they could have done that. You could have had all kind of wild berries and shit right now this year. You wouldn't have never went home. Could have just walked down the damn. You understand what I'm saying? Or all of them that get them food stamps, they ain't never pulled them together and made no little warehouse co-op and just took the extra and put it in there for every. You understand? Like, it's a lot of shit they could have been doing because they was getting over stamps, nigga. They was selling stamps. Shit, you could have.
Yeah, I used to buy them.
Shit, me too, Empress. So I already know. So it's so much stuff that they could have been doing right now to be self-sufficient as far as their food so that they wouldn't have been in this situation that they getting ready to be in. You know, nobody took the effort. So then you gotta ask yourself about these people. If they're not willing to take the effort to save themselves, where does that put you? Because you breaking your stride might get you fucked up. Because these are type of people, they ain't never gonna fucking get it. Okay, I help you today. You gonna want me to help you tomorrow and the next day and the next day too. Because this government got them so fucking dependent that they like help me, and won't even get. Man, you could take them food stamps. They could have got them some of them little Bonnie plants from fucking Walmart's. Them plants like $9, $10. You know, man. They could have collected the seeds from them plants that grew and been ready right now today. With they and putting some more seeds in the ground today. You understand right now, getting ready for this season. Like, it was just so much stuff that people could have done. So now I'm just like, we at the end, bruh, and yo, I empathize with you, and I hope that you're ready. But if you're not, I'm not finna break my stride right now, because you gonna get somebody fucked up. That's my thoughts. Like, if a person can't even think about that much to save theyself, you saving them ain't gonna do nothing but weight you down, because they gonna keep on wanting you to save them. I don't know. That's just my thoughts. I guess I'm finna get up from here and go take me a little shower and meditate a little bit. So getting ready to be about 6 soon. So I'm gonna go and do that. Um, when's the next discussion? I think the next discussion gonna be Wednesday in current events. And I'm gonna poll everybody to see if everybody still wanna do the book club. Because I showed up for the last 2 weeks, ain't nobody showed up. So I'm going to do a poll to see if people are still interested. Because I know the original group that was here ain't here no more that all did the book club. You understand what I'm saying? So if the book club ain't what's going to work, we'll think of something else. So I'll see.
I definitely enjoy it.
I
Yeah.
enjoy it as well.
Ah, Shay.
And I just feel like because I missed, I don't know how much of it, that it's too late to join. I'm too far behind. So that's what keeps me from showing up for that.
Oh, no. Empress, you fine, because the way the book is, it's kind of like it's not chronological. Is that the best word for it? Yeah, it's not a chronological book. So it's just like different chapters just talk about different things in metaphysics. So we just talking about it, like we read it all in there. So we read it out in there, and then we just discuss, the passage and what it made us feel or whatever. So yeah, I did it like that to make it real simple so anybody could come in, whether you were here at the beginning or you just can't, you know what I'm saying? So it's not a real build up like it would have been with like the emerald tablets or something like that, where you understand what I'm saying. This one is kind of like just different lost passages of, I guess, the tablets or whatever that they done broke down and talking about or whatever. So each is just a different section. So if you want to come, you can. Yeah.
That's good to know.
Hmm. Definitely. Well, tribe, I think I'm all talked out now. It was good though. It was good. It was a good discussion. I really hope y'all, got something out of this today. I really got a lot out of this, and I thank everybody who shared, you know what I'm saying? It really helped me in all of the advice and everything. I really, really, really do value and appreciate all of y'all in this group. You know, it ain't nobody really. Go ahead.
Oh, I just was saying Ashe, and we appreciate and value you as well, Empress.
Ah, Shay, thank you. Thank you. Yeah. There's not many people, that even got the right vibration to be able to come into a space and share. You know what I'm saying? So it's just good to have a little bit of, people where you could come into a space and share and not feel no crazy. You know what I'm saying? So y'all go in peace, love, and light, power and protection. And we will meet Wednesday in current events. Taz, you late. We gonna meet here probably Saturday. I'll do the book club again. I'm gonna poll people, and then I'm gonna do it again, y'all. I'm gonna start back doing it at like 7:30. I don't know. It was the 7:30 and the 9 o'clock time was good too. But when we go at 9 o'clock, we be going so long. We be on the phone to like 2 a.m., 3 a.m. So I'll probably move it back up to 7, just so people won't be on the phone so late too. All right. That's all I got. Any more announcements from anyone before we go?
I guess I'll just say I was gonna ask y'all, did y'all notice the sun has been out a little bit longer? Like starting I think yesterday. Sun has been out like it usually gets dark like 5:30, and last night it got dark at like 6:15, 6:20. And I'm out on the East Coast.
Yeah, I've noticed that out here on the East Coast as well, and it came on suddenly, like all of a sudden it was lighter much earlier and staying lighter much later. It wasn't like your gradual, like 1 minute at a time. It just came on.
Yeah.
I agree. It is. We're having longer daylight days. It's longer. It will be dark right now, and it's not.
This is oh my God, this is
It's
February.
Yeah.
yes. I remember leaving work in the dark
5:12.
Oh
at
my
4:30, 5
goodness,
o'clock.
girl, you done
Yeah,
told the blood clot.
yeah,
Boom.
Oh my goodness. You ain't never lied, Empress. You right.
yes. I remember. I noticed it like 2 weeks ago. I'm like, wait a minute.
Oh, what I noticed, it wasn't the longer days. What struck me was everything blooming. I'm
Yeah, the
like,
plants are out
what?
there. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Since last month though. And the
Yeah,
park is
I'm
green.
like, what? I'm like, plants blooming, bro. Stuff turning green. Like literally, I got flowers and stuff out here. I'm like, huh? So I noticed that. But Empress, you ain't never lied because right now it would be darker than dark. Well, it'd be getting there. It would definitely be there, almost there.
Hmm. You left work in the dark. If you work like 9 to 5, you
Yeah.
left
That's a
work
fact.
dark outside. Yeah. And
But
I
even
wouldn't,
in the winter,
because I will always start calling out like the end of March, because that's when I will get my spring fever, and you start walking out and it's 4:30 and you still get a little bit of, daylight. But that wouldn't happen until like March,
oh
at
my
least in
goodness.
Jersey as I remember it.
Girl, something done shifted and I ain't even done
For
look.
sure. Yes. We gotta
Y'all,
leave.
we somewhere else, y'all. For real. Because ain't no way.
Or
See, that to show you right there. You just look. I told y'all I don't even know. Look, that's sad. But it's not really. But yes, you done hit a great y'all just hit a great point. Cause y'all see how bright this sun is right now.
Yeah,
It
it don't
probably
even
ain't
look
gonna
like
get
it's
dark
setting.
no time soon. That's summertime shit.
facts. Hmm.
Remember when I
Mm.
said day will be night and night will be day? The flip.
Well,
Yep.
that's what's happening right now, because it would be night, but it's day.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
So
I'm so
this is
grateful
getting
for
ready to be very interesting. Interesting. I hadn't even, but you show enough right. I guess I ain't noticed it because it feel like spring to me. Like
Mm-hmm.
it feel like spring. Like
Yeah, like
it
we
don't feel
skipped the
like
whole
winter.
season.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel you too. I, yeah, like really when you think about it, we skipped winter. Like it's February. Like next month is springtime basically. Like, and like y'all said, it's green. We got vegetation and all kind of stuff going on that supposedly wouldn't be going on like 10 years ago or 5 years ago. You know,
Man, even last year. But y'all
you.
remember they were saying that they was gonna not do the daylight savings. Remember they were saying that?
Mm-hmm.
And then the
Yep.
last minute they decided to go on and do it. I think the reason why they wasn't gonna do it was because they didn't want us to notice this.
Right. And they
Yep.
that's crazy. Yeah,
Exactly.
playing with time.
They must have thought they had more time. Bitch, sight. It's bright than a bitch out here. Y'all know they through. They definitely can't take this many hours of sunlight for a whole year. Mm-mm-mm. TikTok, bitch. Well, if anybody was in doubt that something is different about our planet, I think this is enough to let us know. Because it's damn sure light as hell. And I didn't even realize that, Empress, but you told nothing but the truth. It's 5:16. It would be dark as hell outside right now. I know it for facts. Because at 5, you driving with the lights on, bro. And in Georgia in February, it would be cold. It wouldn't be 68 degrees right now.
Right. It's 68 over, well, 65 before over here, and I'm like 6 hours away from you.
See, that's crazy, insane. And they supposedly saying that New York's supposed to be getting hit with some type of snowstorm that they getting ready to blow up there. That y'all is supposed to be some cold air that's getting ready to come down. I'm like, motherfucker, from where? Ain't no cold air down here.
Yeah, let them try that shit. It ain't happening.
It's not
Mm.
happening. There's too many of us right here.
Yep, they're
It's not.
trying to create it, but it ain't gonna work.
No, no, y'all, it's up and it's stuck right now. And you know, that's a good thing because people need this extra light and stuff and growing and everything. That's a good thing. People could go ahead and get an early start on their vegetables and stuff. A motherfucker gonna need this food. Thank you, Mother Gaia, because that means that natural stuff getting ready to bloom quicker because she must know we gonna need it. It's real. You gotta forage and shit. And you understand what I'm saying? That means I'm finna be able to get out there quicker and get my dandelions and stuff for this year and everything. You feel me?
Yeah.
I ain't mad. I ain't mad. Cause look, the way this going, you understand, a couple months you might not be having the time to forage if they pulling the shit. You need to have the shit already foraged.
For real.
Shit go down. You need to have your tomatoes already growing. You feel me?
Yep.
Hey,
For real.
I'm just saying, like, you feel me though? You need to have your watermelon might be needing to be here about April. You understand? They pulling the shit, so you could break that motherfucker out and watch it. You understand? I'm just saying. Well, I'm excited about this though, y'all. I mean, this is a wonderful time to be alive. When the last time you could say you was alive and it was 5:30 in February and it was light? Never.
Right?
This my thing. Uh, it ain't on the news or nothing, is it?
Oh
Right.
no.
Tell me something. Has anything about like the auroras or anything really been on the news like that?
No.
Because I remember they was at least telling people how far it would come down or whatever. But they ain't saying shit no more. It's just hitting. Because y'all know if we get X flares, it's gotta be auroras all the way down. That's why we
Right.
seeing all of these colors and shit.
Yep.
Mm-mm-mm. Well, I hope y'all do good in this cosmic energy. We getting extra light now. We getting extra energy, you know. But we need it though. We feed off of the that energy too. So we need it. But I knew something different was going on, man, because and it's something going on with the moon, man. My magnetism ain't as attached to the moon. Like my whole cycle is gone from the moon now. And that's never happened in my life. Never. I've always been a moon woman. You understand what I'm saying? You could read my cycles with the moon. Not this month.
Is it more focused on the sun, maybe?
Maybe something. And I done had the same cycle for 45 years. I know it like clockwork. But it switched up first time ever. I was like, damn, what the hell? And ain't no menopause neither. It's like,
Is it 2 cycles a month? Do y'all have 2 cycles a month or 3?
one.
Yeah, just one.
Sometimes sometimes some women have irregular cycles, so that can happen. But most times you only drop one egg or you have one cycle.
And yours used to be what, like a full when we had full moon or new moon?
Yeah, I'm a full moon. Right. My cycle go with the full moon.
Oh, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm. That's how all my births went too, with the full moon. All my kids was born on full moons. But this year, and I was like, what the fuck? I mean, I was like, what's going on? Is it a full moon? So I was looking for the moon. They said it was only like a quarter moon or something like that. But I don't know. Like, it ain't no full moon right now this week. But
No, it's close to a new moon. It's
right.
not a few days
Actually,
beyond the new moon.
New moon in Aquarius and Pluto also in Aquarius.
Yeah.
Yes.
Y'all, it's today Super Bowl Sunday.
Yep.
Sure is.
Oh, no wonder we on here pulling all this energy then. That's what's going on. We counteracting some shit.
Oh shit. Yeah.
I ain't even understand why this chat done went for about 5 hours. Look at this here.
And I bet you ain't nobody in this chat then tapped into a TV.
Not Nan.
No.
Sunday.
I just happened to think about it because I was like, wait, this it? Yeah. Because it's Valentine's Day weekend too, ain't it? It's like a double whammy.
Yep. And President's Day.
Mardi Gras starts, I think, tomorrow.
They finna do some shit, y'all.
Oh, yeah. Dang. I
Damn.
already know you about to post something in the next couple of days with it, man.
What? I might post something tonight. Man, I wouldn't go to that Super Bowl to save my life.
Me either.
Man,
I don't even have cable.
Look. Okay, Empress, you know I ain't watching no broadcast. I'm finna go take me a shower right now and get to burning my candles and in here meditate. Do you hear me? Because these people, hey, they bring it on themselves. Look. They won't cast shit to me tonight. They could cast it to everybody else that want to be on there fucking around.
You know what's crazy? Hey, I remember 2 years ago where they had the Super Bowl, and I remember they used to put like subliminals in their in their messages.
Goodness. You talking about
I remember when they was pushing the virtual reality goggles and shit and all that shit, and where we at now today. So I wonder what they're gonna show at that halftime show to people.
Look, is you talking about the one with the Weeknd was in it? And he was showing New York. Yo, that's the last one I ever watched. That shit was so fucking dark. I had to run out the man.
Put that bitch on mute.
Look, my kids was in there. They was like, "Mama, the Weeknd gonna do the halftime show." So me, I used to be a Weeknd fan. The first album. I just want to clarify. I ain't been keeping up with them since then, because y'all know I'm a Wakehead. So they was like, the Weeknd. I'm like, oh, well, I ain't watched no halftime. Let me come sit in here and watch it with y'all. That nigga came out. What did he do? He came down or something and started, I was like, oh, shit, bitch, let me get up out of here. Well, I jumped up. I ran out of there. Like, you can ask, man, my kids would be a living witness. I ran to my room. I closed my door. I was like, yo. That was some dark ass shit though. Just the way he came out there let me know that this is not what I want to see tonight. Like, look, it rattled my ass up off that couch. My daughters was laughing at me so hard. They was like, Mama, you done ran out there. Yep, damn sure did. You run from danger, motherfucker.
Yep. Yeah, y'all saw the article. Somebody tried to sue them like a couple years back because he said he was Christian, and Shakira or J Lo or one of them jumped up and they was twerking and stuff. So he tried to sue them. He tried to sue the Super Bowl.
Lord. Man, look. That's a dark motherfucker right there, bro. He got some dark shit with him. I don't know what the fuck is in him, but it ain't the same weekend from album
Nah,
one.
but
I'ma
they showed
tell
us in
you
the
that for
music
sure.
video. They showed us. I forgot. Starboy. That song Starboy. If you go watch the music video, bro. They changed his whole face and they showed them kill him and then bring like a whole new body like on. Like I don't even know
Shit,
how to
I ain't
explain.
never watched, but I believe it all day, y'all. That ain't the same vibration. Shit ran me up out the whole living room.
Well, they about to usher in something this time. Get
No,
it?
yeah,
Usher?
y'all.
Yeah, they got Taylor Swift playing
Yeah, they
what
got
Trouble.
Usher. Ooh,
Play,
Usher know he wrong for going up there helping them with that ritual.
that's crazy.
Mm,
But Let It
mm.
Burn, damn, listen to these songs though. Let It Burn. She got the song Danger or Trouble or whatever. Like they got just programs in their songs and shit.
Let it burn. It's finna burn. Man, look, somebody might burn in that stadium tonight. I wouldn't doubt somebody get hurt seriously or something crazy happen tonight, y'all. Just some blood. Okay, let me just. Why would they have the Super Bowl on Valentine's Day weekend? Don't nobody ever think about stuff like that. Super Bowl used to be January 31st or the first weekend of of February, depending. They'd have been fucking with this Super Bowl day since that Rihanna shit last year. Done been fucking with it and doing shit. You got all these people finna participate in this ritual. They up there eating that animalistic ass motherfucking chicken and shit. Mm. That's on them, y'all. Let them get out the way. It might get ugly. Just get out the way for a little while, y'all. Just get out the way tonight. Go ahead, do you some good meditations, burn you a little dragon's blood, and let's see what's getting ready to happen. Because we just gonna watch. And we'll see.
We'll see.
All right, you guys. Well, I'm getting ready to go. I hope you all go in peace, power, and protection. Stay dangerous. And I'll see some of y'all Saturday for the book club. I'll see some of y'all Wednesday for current events.
Love and light.
All right.
Peace.
Love and light, you guys.